Everyone, and welcome to the stream. My name is Green Zero, and I know what you're thinking. Hey, where's all the streams been the last 2 weeks or so? I've been very busy, and of course, on the back end of the league, there are less games to play, so it's harder to find some live casting. Oh my god, as soon as I start talking, guess who's in here? It's Charles. Think of the starving Charles. We are here once again with WEC. This is the semi-final. This is the playoffs. We are into the playoffs. The regular league did complete last week, and this week is finals. A lot of the finals are already underway, but this is going to be one of two semi-finals. The other semi-final has already been played between Lamas and Space. Don't worry, I will not spoil that until we see until at least the end of this series, and we'll probably discuss it a little bit. But if you haven't seen it, you should have seen it on Bike Rush's stream. I watched that one live, really good. Let's see if we can bring up some Excel. Does that work? Yes, it does. Okay, whoop, no spoilers. Okay, so let's have a look here. If we just zoom in at the Challenger League, just because we're just waiting on Wildcom a little bit here. So Challenger League obviously is over here. We had a few DQs. So Wildcom did finish first. He only dropped one series. RTBS does sneak into the top four. Now, RTBS and Wildcom, when they last played in the regular season, Wildcom did win 4-1. So I mean, Wildcom is definitely the favorite to win this series. RTBS at a 4-4 series, 54% win rate. There, Wildcom, of course, not undefeatable. He did take a loss, and he's also got that game difference as well. He does drop some games. There's a big gap between him and Lamas, actually. So if we have a look here and see who did Wildcom lose to. He lost to Space. Okay, this could be really interesting. We'll discuss this later on. So that's going to be quite interesting, just to see how that goes there. Again, you can find all this information in the description of the video if you want to go have a look at this yourself. We've got the China League, the People's Republic over here, and that I think they're already up to the grand finals with that one. Rising League has also progressed. I'll keep spoilers to a minimum till later on. If you want to have a look, go have a look. But basically these four players, Goblin, Wet Carrot, Hopes and Latex, it's going to be a banger of a grand final, I can tell you that right now. I can't wait to cast that one live, by the way. Contender League is also progressing as well. I think there's 1 or 2 series left. And Pro League, of course, is just the top 2, and they're having a little bit of trouble getting those guys to play that. So let's get rid of this here. Okay, we are in game. We do have RTBS ready to go, and Wildcom joins the scene. Zad smurfed it. Everyone else is allowed smurfs. There you go. Okay, let's just get these guys to pick their colors so we can make the... Oh, they already got colors, sorry. So we got blue and purple. And he got his rank back. There you go, 81. Did he get his stats back? No. You don't get your stats back, unfortunately. You can get your rank, although I'm not rank 87 for some reason. Obviously, there's server issues. As long as the server works, I don't really care that too much. So what do we got? We got green and purple. Let's go and fix that real quick. Wild Boy is going to be purple. Give him a nice shade of purple. RTBS, going to be kicking the green. That looks pretty good. Alright, Scrin versus Random. You guys ready? Because I think everyone's ready to get in here. I did start the stream about 10 minutes early because I wanted to give people time to come in and get this going. I'm ready to go. Charles is ready to go. Oh, Sestican thinks RTBS has this in the bag. Look, it is finals. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Screen Black and don't worry, I will fix the scoreboard once we get in game. But this is the WEC Season 4 Challenger League semi-finals. Whoever wins this series, it's a best of 7, goes into the grand finals. So this is a big one. A lot on the line for both of these players. And starting on the south side of Phosphor Winter, playing as the Scrin Vanilla, it's RTBS, it's Rutobus. And on the top left-hand side, playing as the Black Hand, it's Raw Communications. Oh, it's going to be on here. Let's quickly just alt-tab this one out and fix up the factions as quickly as I possibly can. Black and right, screen left. They're probably hating me. I don't think it lags that much once you are alt-tabbed, as long as you get back in that game quickly. Railcom, of course, historically has had some latency issues. I believe it's been nailed down to the fact that he lives in a household with a lot of people, and if they're all on the internet and they're all throttling it, that obviously restricts his bandwidth. So it's not that he has bad internet, it's just that he has too many people using it sometimes. So Phosphor Winter, we're going to grab this Tiberium silo. I think it's like 1500, isn't it? It used to be 5000 in Tiberium Wars, but you just can't do that right this early on. And you have the spike at the back here as well. So any audio issues, let me go. Let me just have... Yeah, everything looks good. All the audio looks good. Buzzer Swarm getting cleaned up in the center. I've just got up. What a great day to start streaming. The hell? I am ready to go. I don't think Charles is paying attention too much. No one really knows what Charles is thinking. I don't even think Charles knows what Charles is thinking or doing. But, we keep him around just, as a reminder to just how bad things can get. Yeah. It's always good to have that in your back pocket. But let's concentrate on this series, because this is going to be really high stakes. Because again, in finals, you can see people choke, right? You can see people choke. You can also see people play out of their goddamn minds. So we're going to have a wreck and a rush here. Come straight out of Railcom. Does he have one? He's just got a single black can. Not particularly powerful. You can defend with the minimal squads against that if you position yourself well. He's going to go to the south side. No, sorry, he does draft a second operation center, so he's got the double punch here. Very powerful once he's got two, so essentially double damage, of course. He's going to cut down the middle. He got the ASAT defense center as well. That's really unusual. Did he intend to get that? I'm not sure. He got the silo, right? So it's all good. I guess he can see a long way. He's going to find a Seeker tank. He's going to be able to maneuver around that Seeker tank. Rutobus knows he's here. He got Seekers already out and in force. So, well, not in force, but, to help cut this off. Unfortunately, that Seeker sort of moves away. You want to put as much hull damage as possible before it deploys, because once it deploys, that's where you really have a huge amount of HP just come down. He's going to get this War Factory, no worries. He's not going to be able to save that. He should really pull that Seeker back. He can't really, to try to focus this down. He can't really afford to lose a refinery, though. Accidentally blocks one of his Seeker tanks. He needs to put the repair tool down on this as well. Oh my god. If he loses, he needs to get that assimilator in. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh, that was actually insane. I thought it was going to die. I didn't even bother zooming in. Normally I would zoom in, but I didn't even bother zooming in because I thought it's dead. And then he got it in. He actually built a second assimilator, so he causes RTBS to spend a bit of money defending that. But nonetheless, he didn't lose the ref. He did lose the War Factory. He's going to go for blue Tiberium straight away. Oh, that's ballsy. Okay, he's got a bunch of Seekers out. He's going to find the blue tip harvester. Oh, that's really greedy from Railcom as well, because he didn't follow up the wreck and a rush with any bikes or anything at all, right? So now he has to send this harvester back. He's going to get it away, but the thing is, it's so much lost mining time this early in the game. He does have 5 and 2, which is pretty crazy, though, because, again, he didn't build any bikes or anything behind it, so that's the whole purpose of it. But yeah, we're going to see these Seekers. I think these Seekers are going a little bit too far forward here for RTBS, yeah. With the War Factory there, he can't really hope to pressure the Scorps. He's going to have to come back and retreat from that position. Thank God since Cyber started, I've been on the GZ train. Yeah, I'm still here. I mean, I know sometimes I disappear for a few weeks, but still a lot of Kane's Wrath action happening. But yeah, he's going to get a Scorp tank. A couple of these guys are going to be destroyed. RTBS gets a full load of blue Tiberium. I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to get that away, because he should be able to defend these Scorps out with just a couple of Disintegrator squads. That should be sufficient. I mean, come on. Surely he's got a portal. No portal. He's going to have to move that around the War Factory. Yeah, he's going to have to run it to the War Factory. Come on, run it to the War Factory, buddy. Oh, I'm starting to turn into a bike rush, right? He realizes that now. Railcom's just going to go for it, right? He's just going to go for it. He's going to building block. Some of these tanks are going to be destroyed. He really needs to not let this harvester die. If he can save this harvester, it'll be great. He's actually going to go and refine the blue Tiberium. Oh my god, he loses all the blue Tiberium. Completely unnecessary for RTBS, and that is a massive win. I mean, I guess he has lost a lot of Scorp tanks doing that, but still, you just look at RTBS, and it was such an easy save, right? And he let that slide, and that's going to be on his psyche, right? That's going to be on his psyche, like, oh, I just lost that blue tip harvester full of blue Tiberium. Railcom's going to be feeling good, so maybe, Railcom losing a few more units on the way out, maybe economically, or in terms of hardware lost, it might have been better for RTBS, but it probably doesn't feel that way. He's going to get a few of these units. Seekers and, what do you call it? Disintegrators, not a particularly potent force, or not a particularly difficult force to deal with. It's not a green zero until he's blown his nose on camera. Yeah, well, no, that's not the thing. Like, that was like maybe, what, 2 or 3 streams where I just had a cold or something. Like, I'm not normally like that. Yeah, I just happened to be streaming while I had a cold, and I kept trying to lean over so I wouldn't bother you guys with that. But yeah, don't worry, nose is perfectly fine, cold is gone, so we should be right. Railcom, on the other hand, does have quite a bit of Scorp tanks here. He's going to transition into infantry. Is he going for a shrine? He's going for a tier 2, I guess, maybe Dozer Blades. He's set his economy up with a double ref as well. What do we got down here? Rutobus has gone straight for these mechas. So he did go for a fast tech. He doesn't have quite as much forces as he would like here. He's going to get pushed, but we see the decoy army come out. It's mainly just tanks. Infantry is coming behind it, but I think he should be okay. He's got 2 mechas. He's got the fully grown. If he positions them well, he should be fine. Does he have a lightning or a storm column? He does not have a storm column. A 3rd mech is coming out. I think Railcom, his opportunity to go in might have wavered a little bit there. Yeah, the mechas love to be chased, by the way. They love to be chased. They don't love to go in head first. Oh my god, that was terrible. Loses a mecha beam, unfortunately. They like to be chased because that's where they can do maximum damage. And of course, if you can't hit their head, yeah, look at that. It's just, he doesn't even want to know about that, right? He's just going to back off. It is going to be hard as well because the infantry, the Cabals, will die if they get too close here because the mechas will shred them. But unfortunately, the Disintegrators just ran forward willy-nilly. He doesn't have that much here. I mean, if Railcom wants to push the point, RTBS, he put a photon cannon down there. He's in a bit of trouble. He's going to use the stasis. I mean, he kind of has to use the stasis, right? The Mechapeds aren't quite being destroyed. Oh my god, I got an elite squad there. So that one Disintegrator squad just popping a couple of tanks and relieving the pressure. He does have the Cabal upgrade. That is done. He might want to come surround and destroy these tanks here. There is a flame tank there. He's going to have to dispatch that. Mechapeds should be able to dispatch that if they're going to even shoot at it. Oh my god, he has them on hold fight stance. Oh, that was a disaster. Oh my god, he could have destroyed that flame tank. He loses a flame tank straight away. He's got the mastermind. He will just capture the flame tank. It's almost dead now, these Mechapeds. But yeah, I think he has them on hold fire stance or something on hold fire stance. Another Mechapede comes in. Oh my god, he can't handle it. He can't control, right? He's having trouble controlling. He's losing the Mechapeds. I mean, is he going to lose the, not MCV, sorry. He's going to lose the tech center. And Railcom, easy as you like, is just going to push through and he's going to break this. Oh man, Rutobus, he looked like great. And then all of a sudden, he just loses to this push, right? It's a 2-base push. And he's completely broken, and Railcom just picks him apart. I think RTBS is definitely going to be disappointed with that. Like, it looked so good for a while there, and then it just, yeah, he just like moved in, and he didn't have the units at all. Economically behind. I mean, economically ahead, and then I guess the blue tip harvest accounted for more than we thought. And he did fast tech and just didn't have the numbers right. The kill death ratio for a black can at 2.63. Look out, Jesus. Yeah, Railcom, what can I say? He just played the mid-game better. He played it better. And got in there and got the job done. So, he does have the choice of map, though. So, that's always a good thing, especially with such a large map pool. He can try and pick something that perhaps Railcom is not going to be familiar with. That maybe he's had some practice on. This is a best of 7. Mechas weren't shooting on hold ground, weirdly, yeah. Yeah, I've seen this before. It's Leaf mod. I've had a lot of units where when you switch them to hold ground stance, they don't actually fire at all. Specifically with zone troopers inside of hammerheads or units inside hammerheads, if you use the hold ground stance, like 90% of the time, the unit just never shoots. They never shoot over hills. Yeah, maybe. There is a new patch out. According to Marsleaf, it's the best patch ever. He's only said that 16 million times in the last 5 years. Yeah, I don't believe anything Marsleaf says. I mean, I never did, but yeah, especially now. Railcom going to switch to Steel Talons. We're going to be on Lost Tiberium. Not a map I've seen that often in the Challenger League. It's been pretty popular in Rising League. Let's have a look here. He's actually going to X up. I'll just wait for him to X up. If he X's up, I'll... Yeah, not Steel Talons. Okay, let's just fix that. I noticed a lot of people do like to play Steel Talons on this level, especially, well, the games I cast from Rising League anyway. Let's start recording. Alright. That's why I'm scared to play R25. I think everyone's always scared whenever Master Leaf releases a patch, right? You'll be lucky if the game even launches half the time. But this is game 2 in this series. Getting a bit of a crowd now. Charles will hate that. But here we are on, was it Lost Tiberium? Yes, Lost Tiberium. So starting on the the left-hand side, playing as the Nod Vanilla. It's rtbs. He's down 1 game to this man over here playing as the Steel Talons. It's Wildcom. Wildcom, I think, is Wildcom the hot favorite to win Challenger League Season 4? I wouldn't say he's the hot favorite. He's definitely the most likely. But if you look at the top 4, rtbs obviously finished 4th. He's probably the least likely. Lamas and Space, it depends how they play, right? Lamas is usually reasonably consistent. Space is a bit all over the place. Sometimes he plays really, really well, and other times he sort of drops the ball, so... It is now this is R24 Night Trucker. Night Trucker! Stop touching my booty cheeks. I haven't seen a Night Trucker stream for a while. What's going on? Maybe he doesn't... Maybe he's been working when I've been doing night shifts. My night shifts move every week, so maybe I just haven't managed to line that up with the Night Trucker. Shadow Team's coming out. I'm not even concentrating on this game, guys. He's going to get this power player, but it's going to be way too late for the War Factory. It's an interesting choice, really. I mean, this is a map where you've got a ton of Tiberium, so you can very easily defend things out, right? I mean, you've got the normal size field here, and then you expand to this ginormous field, so being aggressive is really not that important. I think Railcom is going to be happy with just sitting on the defensive. She captured the expansion. What the heck? Okay, so rtbs captures the expansion point first. I don't know if this is just going to backfire massively. There's a pit bull here now. Okay, and if he doesn't do anything, he's going to lose a harvester. So he's going to build a rocket squad, but there's a rifleman squad there. And he digs a foxhole right in front of the barracks. And now there's more. Oh, I don't know about this rtbs trying to be fancy, but it's just backfiring. That foxhole now is just killing the... He's just building rockets into it. And he drafted the... Oh my god, what is he doing? Oh, he's just falling apart. Did he just let Night Trucker play for him? Like, what's going on? He's gonna... This is just a disaster. And that's gonna be the end of the game too. Oh, what a massive disappointment that... I don't know what that open was from rtbs. It was really fancy, and with just one rifleman squad and like 2 or 3 pit bulls, he just won the game. Yeah. Yeah, GG. I don't know why he's still in the game. Yeah. Night Trucker played R25 yesterday. Half the games crashed. Yeah. Leaf doesn't know what he's doing. He literally doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. He needs to stop. Oh, what a massively disappointing game from rtbs. He'd be absolutely spewing. You know, the first game, okay, no worries. But that game? Oh, God. It was terrible. Downfall of Eden. You know what? I like this map. I like Downfall of Eden. We could be in for a quick one, guys. By the way, there might possibly be more series after this. It depends what the Chinese are doing. Zhonggu. He's done his research. Marked of Kane and Steel Talons again. Well, not again, sorry, but GG saw with us. He saw with the scout, yeah, and then he foxholed in front of the barracks, and then there's a foxhole in your barracks. So what do? Keep building rockets out of the barracks straight into a foxhole. I'm like, nah. I don't know why he would spend money taking the expansion point when he could just drop his base at his main. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, especially since he just moved his base closer, right? Frozen Ways. Wait for him to X. See if he's going to accept that. I think, no, he's going to switch Scrin. Whoa, Wildcom going Scrin? So mock Scrin. This is going to be interesting. Let me just fix that scoreboard. I must say, I don't think I've seen Wildcom play Scrin. Yeah, he's going to... looks like RTBS is going to stick with Marked of Kane. Apparently his main account is bugged, but this is definitely him. We've already done a Discord check. So Wildcom, he must be feeling pretty good right now. Maybe he thinks he can't lose the series now, and so he's just going to go Scrin. Maybe to hide his strats. But this man here started on the right-hand side of Frozen Ways. It's going to be Wildcom playing as the Vanilla Scrin. Top left-hand side playing as the Marked of Kane. It's RTBS. rtbs. So I don't mind this map. It's okay. You got a forward spike right here. You got these two bridges. These bridges are non-destructible, so even though they have the gatehouse, that you cannot destroy them. That might be a bit iffy. Like no one would ever step foot on that bridge if it was destroyable. I don't think. Nice position for the garrison wall right there. Can basically cover both bridges, so it is really good. You do have a tower on the bottom left and the top right, but I mean they don't really cover anything. I guess they cover a flank, but that's about it. Yeah, outside of the range of the blue Tiberium field. So. Oh my god, is he going shadow teams again? By the way, there is a 60-second delay on the stream, of course, which is standard for all tournament games. Oh, he's going to see Disintegrators. Is he just going to land? Oh my god, if he killed the Buzzer Swarms, he could have just taken the garrison. That would have been amazing. Unfortunately, all these squads are just going to get overwhelmed immediately. He does get those ones. He does come in. Oh my god, he just got the warfare. Did you? We saw the animation. Just as he did, and now he's going to come back, right? He's going to come back with the shadows. I mean, the thing is, he can kill all the Disintegrators. He is going to lose that, no, maybe not. That Shredder turret's being really annoying. There's a mock squad there. He's actually going to save this. He's going to save it. All the Disintegrators are going to die. Yeah, takes them all down. Probably, I'd lift the repair tool right now. Don't waste money repairing it. You know, because it's not as if Railcom's going to be able to destroy it anytime soon. Buzzer Swarm infused on this Seeker tank. We got 1 and 1. Another ref is on the way. 2 ref already down. So RTBS comes out ahead in the grand scheme of things. He does have more economy. Oh, misses that EMP. Nice dodge, but not going to do too much. I guess he's going to take the garrison, but we've got a Buzzer Swarm there. He's going to have to bring that back, right? Yeah, because again, he's just going to lose a power plant, which he hasn't rebuilt. Oh my god, is he going for another ref? He just went straight for a second ref. He's 3 and 2. rtbs. He's just 2 and 2, so he's actually ahead. Sorry, yeah. So I thought for a second there it was a bit iffy, but no. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Like the one unit on the whole map that's gonna kill you, and you just run into it. Why would you even go? Like he obviously wasn't watching it, but I mean still. Railcom knows he got a heroic Buzzer Swarm, right? Railcom knows he doesn't even have to do this anymore. That's actually just dangerous because it'll get vapor bombed or flamed at some point. RTBS again. Things were looking okay, and now all of a sudden he's just hit rock bottom again. He's got 5 and 2 on the economy. Oh man, Railcom is just... He's really starting to move ahead. Instantly deletes that squad out of that structure. I mean, realistically, he could just go a tier 2, put another warp sphere down, and just do a dev push at this point. It's double war factory, okay. Still, I wouldn't mind seeing dev tanks. Has he got 5? No, he's only got 4 harvesters on the main, so he went for that second war factory before he has a 5th harvester. I mean, Nod can get away with it, but it's for Scorp tanks? Okay. Another squad there. Actually, how did that Buzzer Swarm get down there? Did that Buzzer Swarm somehow disconnect from the Seeker and get onto the low ground? I'm not sure if that's what actually happened. It seemed like it. He's going to pull that back now. Actually goes for ref. All right, another harvester. So he's just going to go for economy. And we'll have to see what he does after this. Whether he's going to go for a portal or whatnot. He's building a few more Seeker tanks. Just a single Scorp tank comes across the bridge. There's no more... there's more Scorp tanks coming because, again, he does have a double war factory. A full scout comes through. That's going to be hard to kill as well, right? Because you can't just drop a shredder turret. It's a heroic swarm, so it's going to take like 60 million shots to kill. I mean, not that many, but still, you'd just be able to outrun a shredder turret. This is the problem without any anti-infantry, without that building there. The incinerator squads are just simply too good. The Scorp tanks can't really do anything. I mean, they can try and crush, but that's kind of what he wants him to do, right? And this double war factory, again, just not going to achieve that much. He has to build raider buggies, doesn't really want to build raider buggies. He wanted to use his awakened squads, which he doesn't have anymore. And there's the tier 2. He's going for shields, so I guess maybe not going to go for dev tanks. Not producing anything. Actually produces another harvester. Was that blue Tiberium? Oh my god, so rtbs is getting blue Tiberium. I'm not sure if Wildcom was getting blue Tiberium, sorry. I didn't quite catch that. See, look at this. Oh, he's going to get away. This is what I'm talking about. It takes quite a few hits to kill a heroic swarm. So, can he even kill this? Can it actually out-heal the damage? Apparently, yeah, it's just going to drive away. The raider buggies should be able to clean it up eventually. Doesn't look like Wildcom's going to attempt to save this at all. He's just going to run it around. It will self-heal, of course, while it does this, but inevitably it will be dispatched. So that is gone. But that's a huge scout, by the way. Wildcom actually going to move forward. Oh, he's going to find rtbs went for both blue tip fields. I mean, I guess he kind of had to, right? Very greedy. He's going to lose this, and it's going to be a drone ship push with shielded seekers. He's probably just going to put down like a plasma missile battery wall. He puts down the storm column. Sorry, not the storm column, the lightning strike. He puts down the repair drones. It's just going to be a big push here from here on out, and he's got the shields. There's no dozer blades. He's got to watch the EMP, but the shields will absorb one EMP blast, but yeah, the second one they won't be able to absorb. The second one backs off a little bit. Still has the lightning spike here. Again, just not that many tanks. There's the portal. He's going to spam out disintegrators. I'm not sure how well they're going to go since he's going to get spamming out awakened squad. So the EMPs are going to have to be on point. This is really intense right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen in this situation. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very desperate from both players. Laser turret on the far end of the field is not even firing, really. Only one of its 3 is firing. Not a good position. And yeah, rtbs. He's being pushed further back into his base. The second photon cannon comes down. The EMPs, I mean, they've been pretty poor EMPs. They're only getting like a single unit at a time. There's the buzzer hive. That's going to come through. That's going to kill all these units. This base is broken, and rtbs is just getting wiped out. And I just feel that some of his opens are just relatively weak, and he taps out of that game. Wildcom just making it look too easy in that game, and I think it comes down to the decision making of rtbs. I think he nerfs himself at the start of the game by doing a strategy that's either weak, or he screws up his open really badly, and then he can't get back into the game from there. Wildcom just he sets his eco up and then just pushes him, and it's like he can't stop it. Some actual good Scrin gameplay. I don't know why Charles isn't super happy, like, because Scrin's really powerful. But yeah, not looking too... Has he been orange this whole time? Oh my god, it's... Far out. rtbs has actually been orange the whole time. Was he orange in game 1? I don't even know. How do I make orange? Oh, jeez, it's not looking good. I mean, he's going down the series. It's going to be over, like, relatively shortly. Blackhand GDI. What do we want? Blackhand. The classic. So the last game, well, I say the last game, it feels like it's going to be the last game. The White House here between Wildcom and rtbs. rtbs is an active player, of course, yeah. Wildcom just seems better, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like I said, rtbs seems like he could put a strategy and a game together, but I think he just, some bad decisions and screwing things up really slowed him down here. Wildcom, of course, very strong. On the left-hand side of the White House, it is going to be, potentially for the last time, rtbs playing as the Black Hand, and Wildcom looking to punch his way into that grand final. Ugh, he is 3-0 up, and he's in a commanding position, and he looks really good. He looks so good that, you know, I think going into the grand final, he might even just be the outright favorite to win that. I think the grand final, we will discuss that after the series, and we will discuss the spoiler of the other semi-final and how I think that's going to go. But yeah, things are shaping up quite well in Challenge League. Not for RTBS. He's going to be disappointed. We have one of those civilian trucks. Looks like Wildcom's going to secure that. You got a silo as well here. Blue Tiberium field in the center there. Is that the only one? Yeah, there's nothing up there. There's a spike. Oh, there's another civilian transporter there. And another one over there. They're all over the place. Can't get enough of them. I don't think they can shoot out of them. No. Just going to drive straight past. Maybe? Oh, no, he can shoot out of it. And the horn beeps. There you go. Interesting. So RTBS loses a scout unnecessarily there. A lot of garrisons he could have taken. But yeah, looks like he's going to open with an eco open. Nothing sus. Railcom's doing the same thing. Railcom sitting on his favorite faction, Global Defense Initiative. Watching the video right now, I didn't realize the R20. Yeah, R25, yeah, apparently is out. You want to hear something funny, GZ? Alright, Night Trucker, let's hear it. Is he actually going to lose more Cabals to this Rifleman squad? That's strange. I think maybe RTBS might have lost the plot, right? Maybe he just doesn't realize that's a thing. Yeah, look at this. He's going to kill it with the Raider Buggy. I don't think it's going to get away. Might actually rank up the Raider Buggy. Apparently the truck gives away a decent amount of XP. Yeah, look at that. He will rank up. So it's going to be at least 1500 XP that it's giving away. Rifleman squad comes out. Going to clean that up as well. RTBS just produced his 5th harvester. Railcom has 4, has 5 harvesters as well. He's got a 6th harvester. He's really pushing hard on the harvest count here, absolutely bypassing all unit production. That leaves him extremely vulnerable to a Black Hand player, but of course he knows exactly what RTBS has because of that truck scout sitting here for such a long time. It looks like another transporter is going to go down. He got a heroic Raider Buggy. Oh my god. Wildcom's not going to be impressed with that. Again, just the XP out of that truck. No, there was a second truck, sorry. He got 2 trucks. Oh my god, he's got a heroic Raider Buggy this early in the game. Jeez. I mean, it's not exactly a threatening unit, right? Like, a heroic Raider Buggy, he's never going to get lasers because he's Black Hand. I mean, it's not really going to do much. It's probably the least threatening heroic unit outside of a buzzer, I guess. He's just going to ignore it. He's got a really good scout, that's for sure. He's got basically almost unkillable scout. It's going to take Railcom quite a while to eventually hunt that down at some stage. We got... oh, he actually took his spike. There you go. I didn't notice that. So he did take... Railcom did take RTBS's spike. He is going to go back and get it. He's got another harvester here. Laser turret dropped prematurely. Oh my god, Railcom ran into the building. It's got a triple rocket. That's going to be dead APC. That's a nice catch from RTBS, knocking out one of the APCs before the attack hits. And he might just have to back off, right? It's going to be Shatterers. He's going to see the Shatterers well in advance. So this gives him time, right? It gives him time. It's going to be a double War Factory Shatterer push. I think this is a pretty common strategy on this level because you're not that far away from the enemy and it's like a straight line across to the enemy. Especially when you fight across the enemy field because then they have to try to harvest while the fight's going on and they ultimately lose a lot of harvesters. These guys are going to share Tiberium. No, Railcom forgot about his harvester. RTBS takes all the spoils of war and he will evac with blue Tiberium. He's really going to need that. Is he going to let his heroic Raider Buggy just die? That's really unfortunate. That's a unit that can draw a lot of fire and provide a lot of scouting, and he just sort of lets it die to idle units that can't really ever catch something like that. He's got a Grenadier squad. He does de-garrison these units here. Oh my god, has he got Purifying Flame? He's got Purifying Flame already. Jeez, that's a really quick upgrade there. It deletes that. Somehow the grenades were still firing. They are dead. Yeah, they're definitely dead. Does Railcom know that's there? Because a single Purifying Flame tank will actually just completely obliterate a base. He's going to get through now. He knows it's there. I'm not sure why RTBS is just sending this straight down the guts and straight into the Shatterer fire. I think his there's that blue tip harvester. I think his control is just letting him down. He could have just gone around and just flanked. And oh, there must have been a flank, sorry, because we have an almost dead refinery, but a couple of Predator tanks will defend that area. Probably going to go on a Hammerhead. No, he's going to go into Orca production. Oh, look at this. He's going to get a War Factory. That's nice. Gets the War Factory. I don't think he's going to get the comm center. He will flame a little bit. Not enough to really do anything. It's going to be man spam, and flame tanks with purifying flame. He tries to bring something out different in this game, but so far only one of those flame tanks has actually managed. Oh my god, there's another one here. And that's, I guess maybe that's why it's Orcas, right? Oh, he doesn't get that upgraded power plant. That would have been a nice catch. It would have slowed down the build quite a bit because he's moving the MCV, right? You lose power in a situation like that, it's a real pain. I guess he's going for Orcas because they can destroy those units faster. I wasn't paying attention. He just rolled his APC army in. All the infantry appears to be dead. He does have laser turrets. Unfortunately, he's letting his harvesters just get shot up. There's at least one dead harvester. I'm not sure how many harvesters he's got, but you know what? It's not actually going to be that bad because there's still 4 harvesters here, right? And he basically gets everything. 1 APC will evac out there. So that attack wasn't actually as good as I thought it was. Beam cannons joined the party. So Beam, Inf. Hopefully he's still got some purifying flame tanks around. Because look at this. He's got to keep these units at home, right? He's too scared of getting outflanked by flame tanks. So rtbs actually making a game of it in this one here. He actually doesn't look too bad. He's actually going for the SAM turrets as well. He might have to make a move for another expansion soon because his natural is looking a little bit dry. He does have the beams though, and on this big open field, the beams are going to be quite good. And the armor really can't do it. There's another purifying flame tank actually going to attack the harvester. That's going to really just draw the attention of the Orcas though, and that is going to be destroyed. And I guess that's why he's got those units there. No blue Tiberian. That harvester is probably going to die. Meanwhile, this attack is going to start over here as well. He's going to fight. No, he's going to turn around and come back. Another flame tank just goes through the front door. I don't know about this. Too many going through the front door, right? Unless you've got like a ton of them doing a big push, you should just send them around the flanks. He's got these beam cannons here. He's going to start destroying some of these base defenses. Does he have enough infantry is the biggest question, right? A lot of these are cabals. They're not actually rocket squads, and they will die pretty quickly. That Shatterer tank gets sniped down. He's trying to snipe down the other Shatterer. Unfortunately, a move order was given there, and a lot of the Shatterers just moved. The Orcas are here. They're trying to take out some of the beam cannons. Again, there's just not a lot of rockets here, right? It's mostly cabals, and so nothing really shoots up, and a lot of the beam cannons, he's only got 3 left. It's not really going to be enough to continue this push. He's going to have to retreat. Sniper teams are coming out as well, and you know what? Railcom, I think he's just going to be okay just because rtbs doesn't have a third, and he's just going to run out of steam here. He's not even retreating the beam cannons. These beam cannons can't do anything here. They have no force multiplier. They might as well evac. He's just going to let these die. I guess he must be transitioning to something else. He's got a tier 3, but what for? He's got a second MCV, so he's going to go dual MCV. Railcom is going to push his third. I don't think Railcom has a tier 3. I think he's just sticking with tier 2. APCs decimating the infantry here with the sniper teams. Does have to deploy the construction yard. He's going to need an obelisk. He's got an obelisk, but you know what? This obelisk can get overrun. He needs to try to shield it with something. He does have supercharged particle. You know what? That is going to kill a lot of the sniper teams here, but just one obelisk, that's not going to be enough. He gets one more shot off before it goes down. He's going to try to spam his way. He's going to try to shredder spam his way out of this. You know, it's only APCs left, basically, so he can get through those if he gets enough of these down, right? But, I mean, yeah, I think he should see sniper teams now. Doesn't need any more now that he's doing the base push. This is the problem. rtbs is almost out of economy. Is he actually going to be able to hold this? He gets another obelisk down. That's going to be very difficult to dislodge if you've only got AP ammo units. He should, yeah, he's going to try to shield it. I like that, the fact that he's going to shield it. The Orcas are going to come in, though, and they do pack a punch. They're going to be able to help focus down that obelisk, and you know what? There's no AA left. There is some more infantry back here, but we got the snipers in the building. Triple sniper, just insane range there. Meanwhile, harvesters going down. SAM turrets will take quite a number of Orcas down with them, but I mean, rtbs is looking broken. This could be it for him. I mean, Railcom doesn't have that much left, right? He doesn't have that much left. Maybe he can hold on to this base, but I mean, Railcom can just simply retreat, right? He can afford to pull back if he needs. rtbs is really scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to his economy here. Putting down SAM turrets because he's got nothing to counter the aircraft. And the sniper teams, just the insane range. They get a range boost from being garrisoned. Triple sniper, just deleting everything. There is a purifier here. He might just be able to crush his way to victory. Yeah, I think maybe he's trying to get up to the war factory so he can crush it. Might get some of these shatterers. You know what? He might rank up that purifier, killing quite a number of shatterers there. That's quite good. 4 shatterers to that purifier. I think, is he just going to turn around and get the war factory? He doesn't really have, it's got purifying flame, right? So this is actually, this single purifier is causing him a lot of problems. But I mean, the Orcas, right? The Orcas, are they going to come back? I'm not 100% sure. Did he rebuild them? He has rebuilt them, okay. So he's going to have These guys coming back. He's going to crush another one of these guys. He's just running and flaming, and he's going to get the MCV. He destroys the MCV. He's going to get an elite one. No, not quite. It will go down. That Purifier just did tremendous damage. Like 6 or so Shatterers and the MCV, but is it going to be enough? If he can dislodge this War Factory, you know, he might be okay. He might be okay if he can dislodge the War Factory. He puts down the Sand Turret. He's long-range mining. These Shatterer tanks are being fired at by so many of the charged particles that, look at that. I mean, I guess it's slowly getting it down. A Mantis? Okay, he built a Mantis only to send it straight out. That's an expensive piece of hardware to just throw away. He needs one more Obelisk, right? If he just had one more Obelisk, maybe he'd be okay. Place it over here. He puts down a laser turret. That might be okay. Orcus, though, coming back now. Hammerhead's here. Going to cut off the long-range mining. RTBS also scraping the... Railcom also scraping the bottom of the barrel, but with the Shatterer tanks here, I think it's going to be enough, right? He's got repairs on the War Factory. He never killed the War Factory, which was a big deal. He got it down to, like, maybe 10% of its health, and then he just stopped focusing it. And now he's just trying to laser spam his way, but they're not doing enough damage, right? They're getting repairs from the War Factory. It's switching targets. He's lost all of his force multiply here, and he's just going to do a big sell-off. I don't think he has a tech center. No, he doesn't have a tech center anyway. And unfortunately, Brutobus, it got very close there, but it is not going to happen. He is going to lose the MCV, and that's the end of the game. And as you can see, if you saw the chat there, he sort of did spoil who's in the grand final. So if you don't want to know who's in the grand final, who won the other semi-final, maybe just mute for a minute or two while we discuss that. But Railcom, what can I say? I mean, RTBS really put up a good fight in that game, much better. But the economic difference, that really hurt him quite bad. So RTBS will go to the third place playoff. Railcom, though, he's going to the grand final, and there he will face off against Space. So Space was able to defeat Lamas 4-2, I believe. And it's interesting, right? Because the only person that beat Railcom in the regular season was Space. So yeah, it's going to be a real interesting fight, right? It's going to be a real interesting fight to see what happens with those guys. Let me just... but a 4-0 in the semis. Not sure if anyone saw it coming. RTBS is going to be disappointed, I think. I mean, 2 of those 4 games were just really poor. The other 2 games, game 1 and game 4, like, he did pretty good, I guess. Game 4 was his closest, but I think he wasted a few too many flame tanks. He should have kept just throwing them on the flanks, right? And eventually you're going to get in with something, and that would have really caused Railcom some issues there. But yeah, just unable to hold that last push. Getting the MCV with that Purifier was a crazy Purifier. Let me have a look here. Yesterday, 1v1 with Master Leaf. Handicap. Exactly killed Master Leaf. Yeah. Some of the maps are a bit iffy. Let me just have a look here and see what's going on. If any other games are being played. There could be another series. The Pro League could be tomorrow. Similar time. I should be able to cast that. Yeah, no, I'm not sure what's going to happen with the Chinese games there. But Railcom will defeat RTBS, and that will put him into the grand final to play Space. Is Space around? He says he's offline, but you never know with that guy. Yeah, I feel bad, right? It wasn't a particularly long stream there. And it doesn't look like there's any other players around. You want to see the special GZ 1v1? Maybe I'll show you. I'll dust off the old 1v1 and play a show match or two just to keep you guys interested. Someone's messaging me on Discord. What's going on? Just because it was short, I'll see if I can play a show match. Oh, hang on. Actually, Space is here. Oh my god, guys, it might be on. It might be on, guys. I think Space is here. Oh, it's gonna be the grand final. Let me have a look, guys. Oh, this will be huge. This would be huge if it is. Space is typing, RTBS is typing. All right, guys. I just got to put back on again though. I haven't got R25 yet. 10:15 and he's ready. I'll check with Wildcom. Don't go anywhere, guys. We might have the grand final coming up, which is killer. Space and Riled. Oh, Riled's here. What was it? Winter Phosphor or Phosphor Winter? Alright guys, so Royalcom is still here. I'm assuming he can play. He just wrote, you guys just saw him right in the chat. We might have the grand final already. Oh, you guys want to see a series? I think this is going to be the series you guys want to see, right? Space will be ready in 10 minutes. Alright, let's have a look here. Okay, boy. It's on, guys. The grand final is coming up. It is coming up. Wildcom and Space. Final in 10 minutes. Oh, guys, it's on. It is on. The grand final is going to be happening. I am going to... I'm going to take just a brief break. You two, how was the lag? There was no lag. The game ran fine, right? So I will take a very, very brief break. Do not leave. Guys, do not leave the stream. We got the grand final coming up. This is what you want to see. Let me just quickly update that. What do we got? Challenge. Alright guys, I'm going to take a very brief break for 5 minutes and I will be back with the grand final. Do not go anywhere. This is Challenger League Season 4. It will be the grand final coming up next. Hey guys, and we're back with the grand final here between Wildcom and Space. Let's get that out of the way. Just waiting for Space to make an appearance. He is here, he is active, he will be playing. Oh, and this is the match you guys probably came to see. This is going to be the big one. This is the grand final. There he is. Okay, he's probably having some trouble because I was alt-tabbed then. He's in. Pick your colours. Best of 7. I think they can pick between a best of 7 and a best of 9, but I think it's best if it's kept as a best of 7 because that's what we've been doing all series. It's going to be Cyan. Let's just go fix the scoreboard. Let's go hustle that Wildcom. Where is he? What's he doing? But who do you guys think in the chat? Who do you think is going to win this series? Just keep in mind, Space was the only one to defeat Wildcom in the regular season. So this is really the cream of the crop, the best of the best. Lamas did finish second, but Space. Can he get it done? Or will Wildcom take his spot at the top? One of these players, at least one of these players will be promoted. Maybe even both of them will be promoted. We'll just have to see how that goes. I think the leagues are going to be restructured again next season. I think Bike Rush wants a training league, so it's instead of having like multiple groups of the same league, every league is just one league. Alright, I think they're ready. Marked of Kane and Scrin. Alright, here we go, guys. This is the grand final. Let me do a sound check. Yeah, it looks good. There we go, yeah, there we go. Alright, here we go. This is the grand final of Season 4. Challenger League. We're in the playoffs. We're as far as we can go. Winner takes it all here. The two best players of not Rising League. Far out, what am I doing? I've been casting too much Rising League. That's what I've been doing. Of Challenger League, starting on the top left-hand side of Phosphor Winter. From Kuwait, it's Space. He's playing as a vanilla screen, and from Australia, playing as the purple, what is he, Mock? It's going to be Wildcom. Oh man, you can just feel the tension. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. Look, I think no matter what happens, it's going to be close. I don't think either player will completely be able to work the other over. I think they will be two relatively evenly matched for that. So I'm not expecting a 4-0. And if it's a 4-0, they'll be extremely close games. Because sometimes you have that. You have a 4-0, you're like, oh, they got thrashed. But when you watch the series, you realize that the games are all on a knife's edge. And we have two full squads with a drafted squad here. Looks like they're going to make their way down the center of the map. Space is going to the right flank. Oh my god, what is that? Is that an engineer? Oh my god, Wildcom. Oh my god, he lost it. What is he doing? He's actually going for the ASAT defense again? I don't know about that. I don't think there's any point getting that so early on, right? It just gives you extra vision. He's lost an engineer. Yeah, he's going to have to do some serious work with these squads. There are no disintegrators. So he's got two harvesters, but Space, again, he's about to plant down that extra ref. Losing that engineer. I mean, the engineer wouldn't have given him any money anyway had he captured the ASAT, because it's purely just to intelligence power. But still, you know, losing that 500. He is probably going to just chain EMP the drone platform by the looks of it. No, he will actually force the harvester out of the refinery, re-EMPs the drone again. And again, this is just trying to slow him down to make up for the loss of the engineer. And he splits his forces in 3 directions. Space dispatches 1, but of course he can't get the other 2 because they went in all sorts of different directions just to make things really difficult, right? And he might even be able to clean that buzzer up if he's paying attention, but no, he's too far away. I think he should turn around and maybe get another EMP off here. He's going to come back on the left flank, but a Gunwalker's coming out now, so it's not going to happen. Gets the refinery, forces the harvester out again, and that Gunwalker will be delayed. It will eventually kill that. There was a battle marker over here. It's just a buzzer swarm, nothing sus. Just remember, he still has one more squad somewhere here. Maybe looking to EMP. Oh my god, he EMP'd the drone before it could deploy. If there were bikes there, he could have maybe even destroyed it, but that would obviously be a very far cry. Space! So greedy, getting that really fast blue tip. There's not even enough crystal there. Oh, maybe just. No, not quite. About 95% tank full. No, he's going to fill the whole thing up. There you go. Perfect timing. Literally a perfect tank. Well, it looks like a perfect tank anyway. So he's going to get that blue type beam. He's going to find Railcom comes in a little bit too late. That harvester is a home safe. He's going to try and go to the left flank. Was it a second war factory? No, it was not. It's going to be a ref on the expansion. Space doing the same thing. And this is the thing, right? Space is one of those guys. Unlike what we saw RTBS, Space can put together an economy very quickly. He can do the classic economic build that players of the Challenger League should be able to do with the T. Oh, excuse me. All the players in Challenger League should be able to put down these economic builds like almost flawlessly every time, if that's what their plan is to do, right? I've actually lost the chat. What's going on here? Did I miss anything? No. No one's chatting. But yeah, Space puts the portal down, wants to play it safe, doesn't want to get overrun the way RTBS got overrun in that first game. I'm not sure if Space was watching the series that was just played. I mean, he must have been nearby, right? Because he asked to play as soon as the series was over. Buzzer Swarm going to get cleaned up. Second War Factory comes down with a Tier 2. Dozer Blade on the way. Space went for another refinery before any type of Tier 2 or tech to speak of. He just placed something there. No, another power plant. Needs the power. So both sides just sort of building up. No one's really ready to commit to any type of attack. There's been a few pokes, but no commitments. Couple of bikes, couple of Scorps. Dozer's on the way. He is Mock. He's going to find another Buzzer Swarm. Pulls these tanks all the way back to base. His unit control, not necessarily to pull that many units back. Oh, he's going to find these Seekers on the flank. I did not see these coming down here. Our repair drones are going to come in, so he's actually going to try to fight this position. But you know what? He already loses a Seeker. He loses another Seeker. There's a few too many Scorp tanks here, and they can actually focus down the Seekers quick enough that they can destroy them. I'm surprised we're not seeing a draft of any type to see the EMP blast. There we go. There's the draft. He's probably just going to EMP down that. And yeah, he's going to clean up that Gunwalker, and these units are dead. One Seeker tank does back off. He should eventually get away. He's just going to ignore the Gunwalker, right? I guess he's going for the Lightning Spike. That's what's the threat to him. Gets one more Scorp tank, but this force has been very easily dispatched by Wildcom. Not a big commitment by Space either, having said that. Although I guess he did call in 2 support powers, so I guess he's not too fast. He's going for an upgrade. It's going to be straight for... Yeah, it's going to be straight for... Oh, no, shards, sorry.
Construction complete.
Shields is second, so he wants shards first. Stealth unit detected. Looks like that Seeker tank ran around the back, that last surviving one, just to cause some problems. He's going to find some more units over here as well. Space trying to make his way back into this base here. I don't think is he going to get a harvester? Oh my god, Railcom does not pull the harvester. He pulls it, but again, we've seen this happen and he's going to lose it. We've seen this happen so much. Even in Pro League, the harvester pull is just way too late. It's like, no, you need to pull the harvester much, much sooner. If he loses another one, he's really going to be spewing. Nice EMPs, by the way. He should be able to stop this from dying. Seeker tanks will be cleaned up. Battle marker up here. Looks like a few tanks made their way into the base. I'm not sure how many harvesters were destroyed, if any harvesters were destroyed. With Dozer Blades, though, not crushing these units. There's a Mechapede here. Those guys are as good as dead. So both sides trying to you know, harass a little bit. It's not the cleanest harass, even leaves the tank behind, but I mean, it's basically useless at this point. He's going for the infantry, trying to get the upgrades. He does have the leg upgrade. I guess he's going for, must be going for Tiberium Infusion, right? But he doesn't have any units that can actually benefit from that. There's a lot of Mechapeds here. Oh my god, he's actually going to be a little bit of trouble, right? EMP's come down, but I mean, it's... Oh my god, he's got so many Mechapeds! How's he got so many Mechapeds? Oh man, Railcom's in so much trouble. Meanwhile, what's that? It's just a single tank over there. Let's concentrate on this fight. And Railcom with his MCV stuck up against the War Factory. He's going to lose the MCV, and Space, as clean as a whistle, is going to come in. This is like the polar opposite of the RTBS game, where RTBS was run over this exact same way, and now Railcom's finding, oh, I'm getting run over the exact same way. And just like that, a snap of your fingers, Space just blows through the front door, and oh my god, the economic difference was quite severe. Yeah, Railcom seemed purposeless in that game, where Space had an actual strategy in mind. So there you go. He's actually going to Space, showing Railcom that he's not going to have everything his own way in this series, and that was a really convincing win from Space there, if you're a Space fan. Oh geez, I just joined an R25 game, you kidding me? Where'd those guys go? Get Rail to host, because he's going to get the map pick, right? He wants Matter of Time. He's going to have to open some slots. My one-handed typing. There we go. So he does get the map pick. That is something going his way. Space, join the party. He's going to switch to Steel Talons. You know, I mean, like, it's a grand final. Why would you not stick to your GDI factions? I mean, if you're going to play a Nod faction, maybe play Blackhand. Railcom seems to be okay there, but playing Mock, I don't know. And then his plan was to go into infantry, and then all of a sudden he comes up against walls of mechas. It was just an absolute flat hard counter. Vetoes the map. Oh, Space vetoes the map. He's going to take us to Lost Tiberium then. Let's see if he does a double veto here. And just remember, you only get 2 map vetoes. So if Space vetoes this map, he's basically burnt through his choices. Oh, no, he's actually going to do it. So we're going to have a Steel Talons versus Nod. Again, it's similar to the RTBS Railcom matchup. Same faction, same map. Alright, let me just go fix that scoreboard real quick. What was he? Nod. Alright, starting on the right-hand side of Lost Tiberium, it's going to be Railcom. He switches to the Steel Talons. He went down to this man, Space. Quite convincingly. I mean, it looked fine at the start of the game, but all of a sudden that engagement at the end was just a devastation for Railcom. Space is switching it up to Nod Vanilla. Space used one of his 2 map vetoes to get rid of Matter of Time. We are now here on Lost Tiberium, a map which Railcom has already played on today, and he won extremely quickly. Be interesting to see what strategy they choose. I think this one's going to go a bit longer because I think they will get established at these fields, and because there's so much cheddar here, like you can sustain for quite a long time. There is obviously another big field down here that, I mean, the game's usually over before anyone gets there, because one, it's difficult to get to, like from the center field where all the action is taking place, and if the other guy just gets to the blue Tiberium field there and there, then yeah, you're in deep trouble. You can capture these lifeform plants. Enemy units destroyed within a large radius will generate funds, so you've got to think about that as well. Did he go shadows? No, no shadows. Just going to eco it up. We got an operations center coming down. No, we got a second refinery coming down for both players. A little bit of dancing in the middle there. Railcom does have a garrison up there. ASAT defense system located there as well. And there's also one down there. I think that's basically it. Battle Markers runs into a garrison. That's really unfortunate. Loses a squad, almost loses a second. Railcom's setting up his vision stream here. Can't quite see to the end there, but he would be happy because he's got vision down here as well. Almost. A lot of flanks to cover on this map. It is quite a wide map considering that you're sort of focused into the middle. A lot of room to maneuver. 3 weeks of withdrawal. Oh, little. Is that Little Gubbin? Are you Little Gubbin? Blue Tiberium is on the mind of Railcom. Enough cheddar there to fill his tanks. Hopefully he doesn't forget about it. He did forget about this versus RTBS on the White House map, but not this time. Pitbull and a Raider Buggy. Just going to be a scouting Raider Buggy. I don't think Space has got a second War Factor on his mind. It looks like he's just going straight eco. Railcom's going to be perfectly happy with this. He did send one of his harvesters to the Blue Tiberium field. Should be able to get most of his tanks full. Not quite. Would have liked a little bit more cheddar there, but that's fine. It denies Space the Blue Tiberium. A lot of blue up there. Maybe he should have gone up there. Pitbull's coming through. Actually, a second Pitbull is here now. Is a third one coming? No, it's just 2 Pitbulls. And he's putting pressure on that harvester, and Space has to pull the harvester, right? It's like he's got to pull it. I mean, these Pitbulls, if they chase it, they're going to die, right? They're not going to get it. That's unfortunate, I think. Oh, no, he's got a third one. He's really going to go for it. And a fourth Pitbull. He's going to get this harvester. Oh, my God. And the Pitbull harass is real. 3 Pitbulls for a harvester this early on. I mean, that's a nice trade, right? It's not amazing, but it's good. That last Pitbull will evac out. And that's the thing. Space just wasn't expecting the follow-up with the extra 2 Pitbulls coming in. And that's why he was just so haphazardly defending. He's just, I don't really care if I take some hull damage, but that hull damage proved fatal. Going back for more Blue Tiberium. This is unfortunate. Railcom has not realized the harvester went back. And, of course, there's no Blue Tiberium there. So this harvester is almost as good as idle right now, which sort of makes up for the fact that Space lost one of his harvesters. Battle marker here. Second War Factory comes out. Another ref comes down. Second ref comes down for Space. Both guys are on point with their builds. Their builds are right where they need them to be, considering they're both doing this eco-type build. Do I not accept friend requests on Discord? I mean, I do. Did you send it to the right green zero? Because I know that there's definitely a lot of people that would try and smurf as me. You got to get the number right at the end. I can't remember what my number is, but you should be able to look it up in the Discord, right? Like in the WEC Discord. Pitbulls here, they will help with the stealth detection. Not much here from Space. He's got a couple of Scorps. He's going to have to pull some of these harvesters, right? Yeah, pulls the harvesters. I'm surprised that he didn't send the Titans in as well. Is he going to get that harvester? He's going to commit. Nice attempt at the building block, but not going to be enough. He is going to hemorrhage all the Pitbulls, though. Oh, that was almost a few too many Pitbulls for that one harvester, but nonetheless, that plays on Space's psyche, losing a second harvester. You know, that sort of adds up in your mind, even though in the grand scheme of things, he should be perfectly fine in this situation. No one going for the top Blue Tiberium field. Battle marker over here. Looks like we have a few of these units, these Dodads, when you step on them, they blow up. A couple of Titans over here trying to get behind the structure. Those Scorp tanks flanking around. They do enjoy capturing the Titans out in the open, because the Titans in the open are quite bad. Oh my God, he's going to run through that minefield. Really clutch minefield. Putting it on the back flank, and he's going to get some more Titans here. I think he's just going to evac out, going to get that Titan. Might be able to get one more. Quite a number of Titans going down. And Space isn't attempting to win with this tank force here. It's sort of just to go out and keep Railcom busy. And he's going to find more Titans with no cover here. He needs to make sure he finishes some of these off. The ones in the red getting a few extra shots does hurt. We've got a Hammerhead coming out. AP ammo is done. Those tanks are going to have to back off now. He actually captures the life form plant. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And that will generate... He's actually got rocket squads in here. Oh my God. And it should generate funds, right? Yeah, there you go. $40. So a Raider buggy is $500. So what's 40 of 500? It's not 10%. It's like 8% or something. Someone do the quick math. Nonetheless, these Titans are going to step forward. They're going to get some of these Scorp tanks. They will have to back off because, again, in the open, they're just not quite as good as they would be otherwise. A little bit of slowdown here, but this is more a performance lag because Tiberium is very taxing on old PCs, and I think Space, because he's obviously from Kuwait, I don't think they have anything that's newer than like 2005. He's gonna click, oh my god, his harvesters are there though. Oh my god, he's gonna lose harvesters in his own click. He loses 3. Oh my god, 3. He's going to lose another one to a crush. I don't know why he didn't pull his harvesters there. He absolutely cannot afford to lose that one there. All the Titans are destroyed. What's happening over there? Nothing much. But Space is just ravaging his own field, right? He's taking harvester losses, too many now, to actually really keep the sustain going, because Rylcom's harvesters are unabated. He only has 2 ref. He hasn't gone for a 3rd ref. Was there something happening back here? No, not quite sure. Could sell one of these refineries off. Space needs to re-establish his economy. Oh my god, what are these harvesters doing? Oh my god, Space! Oh, 2 more harvesters. Rylcom just won the lottery. He's just going to be... If he saw that, he's like, oh my god, just harvesters just running into my Titans. Oh, Space is losing the plot. Maybe he's a bit nervous. Battle marker over here. Not sure what's happening. It's just infantry on Tiberium. He is trying to take up behind. He actually has lasers, because I was going to say, where's a lot of his money going, right? He only has Scorp tanks. But he's got lasers. We know he's got an airfield back there. He's got laser buggies. Oh, the hammerheads can't sit here, right? The laser buggies are really powerful against the hammerheads. He's going to have to back off. Those Titans really annoying. That Garrett pool structure is gone. He's going to 1-click. Oh, he gets the double ref because Rylcom eventually did go for 3 refs. He really badly needs to do some serious economic damage here. Maybe get a hammerhead or 2 on the way out. I think he might. Oh, that's nice. Can he get 1 more hammerhead? I don't think he's got enough bikes to get 1 more. Maybe. Yes, he's going to get 1 more hammerhead. Oh my god. And 1 more shot. Oh, 1 more shot. Oh, not quite. But still, those bikes, they pay for themselves. With the click, all of a sudden, has brought himself back in line. There is a big wall of Titans here. Needs to watch out for that, though. But I think there's enough laser scorps that if they do decide to do that charge across the field, which they are going to, I think the laser scorps should be able to hold this off. Unless Railguns completes. And look at that. He's going to drop a Mind Strike. It's going to go right on the Titans. Oh, my God. That's too much damage. He does have Railguns, which is amazing. I think that's why he was trying to rush forward. He uses the Railgun Accelerator. Space can just retreat. The Railgun Accelerator will actually damage his own forces here. And the thing is, he's too far back. He's too far back, right? He's walking through the minefield again. He's, oh, this is not good for Rylcom. Things are actually turning around for Space. Rylcom not handling the later stages of this game as well. And there's a lot of Scorps here. He's going to need Railgun Mammoths, right? He's going to need to start supporting with Railgun Mammoths here. I don't think he can do it with Titans alone now. Battle marker down here. Infantry standing on the Tiberium. No one touching that cheddar. Oh, actually, sorry, no. Space is on the top cheddar field now. So this field has been kept dry, I believe, from Rylcom. He's going to, yeah, divert that harvest. I think he realizes that the army's moving down and he sees it, right? So pulls the harvester. He's got adaptive armor, but he's got the 2nd ref up. He does have quite a lot of harvesters here, though. So the harvester count is fine. Only 2 ref. That's fine. He can get away with that. Space is also 2 refing it. Still didn't sell that silo, right? He's going to move up here. He needs to watch out those Titans. They can do a lot of damage. Railgun Accelerator has a very short cooldown as well. So if Space decides to commit, Rylcom can hit that RGA and just light those guys up. Yeah, surely he's not going to let that 1 hammerhead kill a power plant. I think he's got a turret queued. He's got something queued. Does he not notice that he's going to... Oh, there you go. He's got the repair tool down. Oh, no, sorry. He does have a laser buggy. Okay, there you go. I was going to say it'd be silly to lose that. I would like to see some mammoths come out. And yeah, there we go. Okay, we got mammoth tank. Mammoth tank production has started. 3 mammoths are on the field. He's sold off the war factory back at home. He's moving the MCV. He's got 3 ref back here, and he can definitely support it. This is going to be great for a Steel Talons player who's chunking through that Tiberium, right? They can put these very heavy tier units out, and they're really difficult to deal with once their numbers start getting up. He is going to go for the bottom field. Space needs to be aware that it's going to be a long-term strategy here for Rylcom to go for that. The Scorp tanks are not going to do too well at all against these Railgun Mammoths. He does have avatars, but avatars don't do that well either. Although if you just send in just a couple of mammoths by themselves. Oh, we can actually see that harvester. He must have used a scan. And he's going to use the adaptive armor and just back it up as soon as Space commits. Space is going to need something here. The Titans are flanking. Oh my god, surely Space knows that there. He sees it, right? He sees it. Okay. He's going to try and attack him, but he's going to lose a lot of Scorpions. So I don't think he's even got enough to destroy it. He's going to hit the RGA, right? Surely he's going to hit the RGA. The Scorp's getting mangled by the Titans. What's happening up here? The mammoth tanks are coming in. I think Space might be dead. Space is in a lot of trouble. He's just got no harvesters here. He just haven't... Look at the radar. Look at the Tiberium harvesting. It's not on point. He's getting completely surrounded. He's being attacked from the flank. He stops the tier 4, so there's no Redeemer. Rylcom, I think, is looking to secure a victory here. Avatars all dying en masse. More Mammoth tanks rocking up to the front line. They're in very good health. They're doing a lot of damage. The Titans are still moving through to the back of the base. Eventually, he might clean them up. I mean, it just doesn't matter, right? These Mammoth tanks are now just rolling forward. Another Avatar dies. Rylcom's at the third base as well, so, I mean, this is just as good as dead, yeah. Space, unfortunately, just losing too many harvesters, right? He lost one here, one there. That was fine, but then that one time where he just clicked his harvesters away and then just suicided more into the Titans. I don't like to use the word idiotic because he probably didn't intentionally do that. But look at this. This is the thing, right? That's it right there. That's why the Steel Talons player won. The Steel Talons economy was just, even with the one click and those bikes, which did a lot of damage, just didn't slow him down enough. And you can't stop Mammoth tanks if they have this economy behind them and yours is not on par. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. So Rylcom there, look at that. He's $46,000 ahead and we're in a 11-minute, 42-second game. So versus Ryled. So Space will get the map pick here. So Rylcom, he's going to be feeling good with that one. He's like, okay, game one was you know, a pretty substantial loss at the end there, but game two, he's like, okay, no worries. I really, you know, made Space pay for that. Little poke attacks here, picking off a harvester or two where where Space didn't think he was going to lose one, got in his mind, and then Space not able to put together his economy properly again. Really didn't sort it out well. What do we got? Nod GDI. Let's go fix that. Yeah, I just think Space didn't handle his economy very well. If he handled that better, it would have been a different story, but we're at a 1-1, boys. Up to 70 viewers. Charles Warmonk. Let's hear it. Are you still there, buddy? He's probably busy with the starving. Desert Field will be the map. Did he just bug out? Maybe not. Space is better with scrims, yeah. And that's the thing as well, like, I mean, I know Space, obviously these guys do play other factions, but some of their faction choice on certain maps at certain times is a bit unusual. I'm like, I would have thought he'd stick with Scrin. But starting on the top right-hand side, playing as GDI, the faction we expect him to be, it's going to be Rylcom. Of course, is a very well-known GDI player. Space is switching things up. He's going, well, actually, sorry, he's sticking with Nod. But Space can play Nod. Nod and Scrins. That's his two base faction. He's mainly known for Scrin, but his Nod's pretty decent as well, or pretty good. I don't see too much GDR with Space, occasionally. But yeah, 1-1 in this best of 7 series. I think it's really who can take the reins of the game will end up winning and carrying it through, right? And it's going to come down to obviously the decisions. Just because you've got double militants both sides, he's got to be careful. This squad here is as good as dead. He's not going to get through. He's going to lose that. That's unfortunate. Rylcom, I think, was trying to hope to sneak through there, but Space is on point. He's going to try to outmaneuver this squad here by going around the Tiberian field. Should be able to do it. Space might see it's there. Not sure if it did cross his vision. I'm pretty sure it would have. Meanwhile, these guys going out to the right flank. Got an operation center coming? No, it's going to be an eco build. Eco build for both players. He's actually preparing. He was going to prepare to draft another turret there, but just decided not to. Space is going to grab this garrison. He still has 4 scouts, so he's sitting pretty... Oh, is that a raid? Sorry, not a raid, a pitbull. He's concerned, right? Because he actually got in, and he knew he was going to get in. I mean, maybe he thought Space was going to draft something. He's now going to dig a foxhole, and that's going to be just annoying, right? It means the pitbull doesn't really do anything. The pit scout, where'd it go? It's just going to sit here. I mean, Space saw it, right? There's no more. There's just one pit. So he got the scout off and he built the pitbull. Ah, that's fine. Rylcom's going to be a bit disappointed. The fact that he ended up building that. Is he marked of Kane? No, he's not. Charles is here. Stonks. What does that even mean? Space gets a scout off. Doesn't see anything unusual. He's just going to spot the expansion. People going to harass the MCV. Not really going to do a lot. I think it would be better to dislodge this Rifleman squad before... I guess, yeah, he's going to put that down. He doesn't want to face the same problem we had in that last game, right? Where the one Pitbull turned into 2, and then it turned into 4, and then he lost it. Railcom, meanwhile, just producing harvesters. Still producing harvesters. Happy just to produce away. Not going for that blue Tiberium. Quite surprising with the amount of harvesters we've seen. Maybe not confident he can hold it, but I mean... He did see a second ref from Space, so he knows Space doesn't have that early second War Factory, which is quite popular in Pro League right now. There's the second War Factory, and now Space is going to go for it, so he's going to try to... second War Factory now down from Railcom, so I guess he's trying to hope that he can put enough units down to keep Railcom away from the center while he takes this. He's already there as well. Now, Pitbulls and APCs are coming through. Space will need more than what he's got. Second Scorp tank arriving on the scene. He's going to have to be careful. He might have to consider pulling that. Yeah, he pulls immediately. And you know what? I can't say I disagree with that choice here. Because, yeah, look, more units coming. Oh, he's just going to go in? Okay. Okay. Oh, no. He's just been baited in, right? And he's going to lose that blue Tiberium Harvester. But it is going to come down to how much stuff he loses. Some of the Pitbulls getting out. Oh, not quite, yeah. Shouldn't really be throwing these APCs away, but he kills some Scorps as well. Oh, yeah, that's actually quite good for Riled. Gets the blue tip harvester, and now he's also picked off quite a number of Scorpions. This is going really well for him. That was quite good Space. Not going to be happy with that. He's going to back up to his base. He does have the War Factory here. This is where he can hold the line, turn the tide, maybe get some kills. There's no repairs, of course, for Railcom, so all damage is final. Unfortunately, a reverse move formation causes the Pitbulls to slow down, but you know what? It doesn't seem like he cares about that. Another reverse formation move that does slow the Pitbulls down to the APC speed, unfortunately. Reverse move bug. Oh, that Scorp tank will be fixed. There you go. But it's going to be Pitbulls and APCs, and now Railcom, happy that he's got this field secure, is going to send just a single harvester. Airfield is down. He could even send a second harvester there. Going to start getting that blue Tiberium. He's very confident he can defend this now. I mean, Space just has Scorps and Scorps only. He has no other ground or air forces aside from these tanks. He's going to push Riled back, though. Look at that. Railcom's like, hang on a second, I'm going to go back. So Railcom doesn't fill his tanks up. So this is good from Space, right? He pushed him off the blue tip field, so at least Riled doesn't get any blue Tiberium. I mean, he gets a tiny bit. It's just not worth it, though, right? It wasn't enough. This engagement is going to continue on. There's Orcas coming now. The Orcas are going to help mince these tanks as well. Thought maybe he'd use those to go for some harvesters or pressure, but no, he wants to smash the tank force, because you know what? If he kills enough tanks, he might just be able to go in, right? He might just be able to go in. There's more tanks back here. Okay, yeah. That's the thing, right? Scorp tanks are very expendable, so there tends to be a lot of them. Orcas, unfortunately, do run out of ammo, so they will have to go back to base. Space getting a few more kills on the way out as well. Misspelling of stocks. Okay. Americans. I'm American. No hard points on the way. Still sticking with the... I mean, he's got a Shatter or two mixed in. We saw Railcom do this before against RTBS, this type of strategy. We'll have to see how it goes versus Space. There is no tier 3. Oh, sorry, there is a tier 3 down. Let's see what he plans to do with that, really, because he's not building... He's not upgrading anything. He's not building anything. Is it going to be... No, he's still building low tier. It's one of those things where you see a tier 3 and then it just doesn't get used. Oh my god. I am not paying attention. There is a Reclamator hub and there is a double Sonic drop here. Oh, Space is not going to enjoy this. Stealth tanks attacking Sonic Winners. Look out. Oh my god. He's got... And the thing is, he's already got the Orcas and a lot of Pitbulls. The Stealth tanks are not going to have a fun time, right? Space is going to try to flank. He does have lasers. That's something that's going for him. He is getting the blue Tiberium. That's quite good as well. He's going to watch out for the Orcas. I think the Stealth tanks are here just to deal with the Orcas, maybe. But, I mean, the Orcas kind of want to trade with them, right? Because it's always a good trade to trade Orcas for Stealth tanks. Look at that. And yeah, he spots them straight away. And the Stealth tanks don't even get a shot off. And Space is going to lose most of these forces. A one-click comes down, takes out a refinery. But the ground forces are going to be destroyed. About half a dozen tanks can be able to push through. That's somewhat varying levels of HP. Sonic Emitter will cause issues. He's going to go around a flank. But the biggest problem is when that Marv comes out, he's just going to steal the entire field. Oh my god, he's got beams. Can he stop it? Oh my god, he's going to stop it. There's nothing to shield. Oh, he stops the Marv. He stops the Marv. That is huge. Rilcom all of a sudden went from a fantastic position. He's in all sorts of trouble. These Scorps are camping the edge of his field, right? All the Harvesters are getting pulled back. He's got nothing. He's got Orcas. The Orcas have to come in and deal with this. And I think the Sonic Emitter is going to help out as well. And that's going to be the end of the Scorpions. He's still got a lot of Harvesters, but the thing is, not much cheddar. And is he going for railguns? No railguns. He's got a Mammoth tank. He lost. He lost the. He's gonna have to go back for the Reclamator hub though, right? I'm surprised. Where are the beams? He pulled the beams back. He could have destroyed all of this because the Orc. I mean, I guess he pulled them back because the Orcas were here, and then we saw the Orcas go over here. So maybe that's why. But now he can safely go back. He needs some anti-aircraft. He's got lasers, Raider buggies. Perfectly fine. He can also get EMP cores if he needs, if the Marv does make an appearance. He needs to make sure the Raider buggies are here though. Forces the sell off. Tib core is done as well. That's looking pretty good. Sonic Emitter comes down. That's pretty much dead. There's a Juggernaut who's been rallied over here. He's going to die. That's unfortunate. And Space, you know what? Space has turned the game around. He's turned the game around. He's in a fantastic position. Rilcom, though, has pushed to his third base, so he's not done just yet. But he's got nothing much to do with this flank, hasn't he? He can afford to lose some Harvesters because he has quite a lot, but I mean, he just can't take these losses forever. Is he going to lose his tier 3? The Redeemer just came out. Space went for a Redeemer. Shadow there. Sonic Emitter there. That might get quite a bit. Oh my god, right through the guts there, but surprisingly, not getting as much as I thought he was going to get. So Rilcom does hold, but just how well was the hold? A lone Juggernaut, a lone Mammoth. Yeah, he's going to destroy the spikes, right? He's got a ref down. He's transferring Harvesters. Space's economy has been relatively untouched. Now, and we know as well, Space got most of the blue Tiberium field because he was taking it behind that latest push. So that really powers him. A Vapor Bomb, we just missed it. The whole power grid is almost gone, by the way. That's just devastating. Yeah, he's going to have to rush to put down power plants. Oh, he's got his power back. He's got 5 grand, but again, it's just because... actually, was that Space, sorry?
Tiberium field depleted.
Building.
Yeah, no, sorry, Rilcom has about 5 grand. But look at this, Space is not going to give him time, right? He knows that Rilcom is on the back foot. He knows that Rilcom is weak right now, and he really needs to take advantage of that. He's got beam cannons, which means he can siege Rilcom from range, force Rilcom to put down more base defenses. He can actually attack the MCV. He laser fences it. He puts down a war factory, but you know what? That's next, right? There are Juggernauts here. He's a bit cautious. Space doesn't want to lose to this. He doesn't have to worry, though. Actually, the tech center stands, but he hasn't seen an uplink, so maybe he's worried that somewhere in Rilcom's base there is an uplink. That's unfortunate, losing a Juggernaut like that. He doesn't have Juggernauts to spare right now. But yeah, I guess he is cautious. Oh, cloaks the Redeemer. Cautious that there could be an uplink online, and a nice timed shockwave could be the end of it. Those beams, same clutch, yeah. Beams on an open field like this where there's nothing much to stop them. I mean, from reverse moving and moving forward, they're quite maneuverable. Much more maneuverable than any other artillery unit in the game, but they do require line of sight. They're going to come forward now. Look at that. He's going to try to go for... Unfortunately, he's inside Juggernaut range. He's not going to get that War Factory. He's going to flank. He's going to find that Mammoth tank. He dispatches it. The beams are drawing fire. Oh my god, he actually got the War Factory. I didn't think he'd get it. I think he gave a move order on the Juggernauts. Rage Gen goes off. He's now just doing a lot of damage to the Harvester line. Another refinery comes down, but can Rilcom afford to continue to lose Harvesters like this? He still has quite a few of them here. Actually, more Harvesters. Okay, so he should be okay as long as he can clean up the bike buggy. That Harvester's as good as dead. See you later. Could move through the main base. Maybe get the tier 2. Another Harvester. Yeah, Rilcom has so many Harvesters, by the way. Space has been killing quite a lot, but there's still so many more left. He's still got 5 here. Yeah, a sick Harvester as well going back here. He needs to watch out. He's going to turn that around. Oh, not quite. That's going to be a dead Harvester. Yeah, I mean, he's got these Juggernauts, but Space is happily mining. I'm quite surprised Space didn't get the EMP spike. He's got avatars. He's going for infantry upgrades, or he's already got them, should I say. And he's just going to do a push, I think, now. I think he's comfortable that he's got enough. There is no uplink, so there's going to be no shockwave. He's just going to come and flank behind, and he's going to find those Orcas being built, just destroy them immediately. There's no army here. A Tib Vane goes off, and it's not going to destroy the Juggernauts, but it's going to weaken them, and Rilcom knows He sees the writing on the wall, and Space turns that one around. The first half of the game was looking dicey, but then he spins the whole game around, and Railcom not able to recuperate, not able to recover. And Space will take a 2-1 league. So trading games for games there. But yeah, a very, very nice match indeed. A lot of people say it, but if GDI take a critical hit at any stage of the game, it's so much harder for them to get back into the game than that is for, say, Scrin or Nod. Oh man, please not this map. Please veto. I just don't like this map, right? It doesn't produce very good games. I guess they're going to want to play on it. Yeah, Space has won this, typing that in right as he's doing the final push. Stonks. There are some atrocious maps in the pool, so I'll reserve, lol. There are some maps that I'm like, this is a pretty crummy map, but for some reason people are picking some of them. You can never fully predict Kane's Wrath. Alright, like you can look at a matchup and I can make a fairly accurate prediction of who's going to win, but the thing about Kane's Wrath is that nothing's certain, right? Nothing's certain at all. Like, you could be completely wrong. Like, again, it's one of those things. It's like, I'd probably say I could pick an outcome 80% of the time, but there's still that 1 in 5 games that you can't pick, right? And you don't know you don't know how the upsets are going to roll. Like this game here, right? I could pick maybe slightly towards Riled, but I don't even know who would I pick. Obviously, we're deep into the game now, so that doesn't really matter. But starting on the right-hand side, playing as the GDI, it's going to be Railcom. On the left-hand side, playing as Nod Vanilla, it's Space. We're on Empty Walls. Map I'm not particularly fond of, but yeah. The results of the season, if you go through, because I have been calculating the results of all seasons and all leagues, you do tend to find like it somewhat evens it out. There's the games that are very, very close that can go either way. There's the games that are easy clap wins and the easy clap losses. And then there's the upsets. So that they fall into 3 categories, right? There's the ones where the outcome is dead easy, obvious. There's outcomes where it's too close, you don't know what's going to happen, you just have to see what happens. And then there's the upsets. They fall into 3 categories, right? Because an upset is like, all right, I expect this person to win comfortably, and then that person loses. You know? And this is why we play the game, right? Because if you look at the pro scene or any scene really, anyone can beat anyone on a good day. You know, it just comes down to who plays the best. What's going on over here? Did he lose an engineer? I'm not. It's the thing. I'm not paying attention to the game. I don't think he would have gone for that. Got an operations center coming down. Not quite. I haven't fixed the health bars on this map. The health bars are all out of whack. This is Kane's backyard. I just don't think I don't think it produces particularly good games, because once you've got your second base, you're sort of inclined to all in the third, because no one could really refine this field. It's too close to both players. It's a split field situation. There's nothing else on the map. I mean, there's blue tib fields, but they're so difficult to harass for certain factions. Mainly Nod has the easiest time there. And yeah, I just find that, I guess there's been some good games on it, but in general, I'm just not a big fan of the map. Railcom, I'm going to go for that blue Tiberium right now. Space will be aware of it. He has a scout there. I'm expecting he's just going to go for a refinery, yeah. He's not doing anything sus. Not sure if he's going to go Scorp tanks on this level. He might just be looking to go straight down the tech tree. Stealth tanks down here will be really nasty. Railcom just building harvesters to the end of time. Ref comes down. Ref already down for Space. So it's Eco City. And again, both these guys put together their eco builds very, very well. Very solid, don't miss timings. Have the right combination of harvesters. More harvesters from space. Yeah, he's not cutting corners either, is he? He's going to go for Blue Tiberium now. Rilcom, did he fill his tanks up? Not quite. The timing was almost perfect. Single pit bull going to drive off down there, I guess maybe to scout. Second pit bull, is he actually going to go push the blue tib field? That's the question. No, that pit bull will flank to the left. Second war factory is here. I'd imagine space can dispatch something. I mean, he's got Scorps. Right, look at this. Rilcom's going to go across to the blue tib field, right? Oh no, he's going to bring that. Oh, there's a Scorp tank already there. Maybe he saw it. I'm not sure. That Scorp tank can buy him time, but it's not going to beat a couple of pits. Yeah, if he loses another blue tip harvester space, or not another one, but you know, compared to previous games, he's going to be disappointed. A single Scorp tank. There's now 4 pit bulls, 5 pit bulls. It's a dead harvester. He's not getting out of there. Space has no reinforcements coming. This is a dead harvester. Yeah, a 6-1 car. And Rilcom just does it too easily, right? He just drove in there. Space just relied on the fact that Rilcom wouldn't make any attempt to get it. Kills the blue Tiberium harvester. The tanks that needed to defend the blue Tiberium harvester over here fighting predators, which they don't want to be fighting. And once again, Space loses a blue Tiberium harvester just too easily. Like, if you lose the blue Tiberium harvester and the other guy just did something really good, or it was hard fought, that's fine. But losing it too easily without much of a fight. Gonna spot the airfield. That's nice. Probably shouldn't have put it too close to that garrison, really. Guess there's not much else he could have put it. Pitbull's now going to come up the ramp. They're going to get a score. Or maybe. Oh, not quite. And that's the thing. They're just going to camp this field, right? They're going to deny that from ever being taken. Hammerheads are coming out. Rilcom's looking good. So all of a sudden, Rilcom now. This could be one of those series, right, where it's one game, one game, one game, one game. Like one each, one each, one each. We saw this in Rising League quite a bit, where they would just trade wins. And that would go through all the way. So basically, whoever won the first game would ultimately win the last game. And that's how it went down. Sharing is caring. Scorp's going to back off. So he is going to continue with the Scorps. He's going to try to push the Pitbulls off of his field. Rilcom not paying attention to them. And now Space is going to move his tanks forward. He knows, hey, you're not going to be able to escape. It's really unfortunate for Rilcom to lose those. Yeah, one pit will get away, but that's it. No further Scorps will go down. What's going on over here? Oh, that's a lot of Predator tanks. He's got a tier 3. He's got a tier 3, but I mean, he needs to just pure tank with no dozers. Oh man, does he have dozers on the way? No, he didn't even get dozers. I'm not sure what this upgrade is. Did he forget dozers? Is he going to click him? Is he going to click him? He's got a chem plant, but what can he possibly do unless he lands a great tib vein? Oh, the obelisk at the top of the ramp, but he just backs up, right? It's like, why? Now you can't defend your harvesters. That was an atrocious placement by Space. And Rilcom immediately exploits that. Oh, there's the tib vein. There's the tib vein on the Predator tanks. Is it going to be enough? Oh my god, look at that. Space in this Kuwaiti PC. He now targets a lot of the red tanks. Doesn't kill a lot of tanks, but he puts them so low that the Scorps might be able to clean up here. And I think the Scorps are going to be able to clean up. But oh, there's Hammerheads here now. He pulled all the harvesters, so he's probably flatlining. And lasers is done with no dozer blades. He forgot dozer blades because you don't get lasers on your Scorps if you just forget dozers, right? And that's it. This area is pretty much done. He's got a laser buggy there, I guess. That's his only anti-air. He's going to put down a turret. He's going to have to try and focus down some of these Hammerheads. He might get them. Unfortunately, you can't really sit under the laser buggies. They do too much damage, right? And he's actually destroying refineries because why not, right? There's nothing else to destroy here because he can't see the harvesters unless they're docked. The refinery was so badly damaged, and Space is getting picked apart over here. You can see Rilcom is already on the 3rd. Railguns is done. Just GG out, Space. There's a mammoth tank here. Oh, God. Yeah, Space just got completely undone in this game. Is he still going to fight? Like, what for? You're dead. Even if you somehow hold these units off, which are now streaming into your base, what are you going to do, right? Like, your economy is gone. There's a Hammerhead here, which is killing off the Fanatics. Laser turret. Oh my god, he got a heroic Raider buggy. That's nice. Are the Fanatics actually enough to kill or to do much? They actually do a lot to the Mammoth tanks. Oh my god, he actually got a Mammoth tank with that Fanatic, so obviously it was already damaged, but still, that's nice. He has to back it up, yeah. Does about, what, 20% damage? So not great. But, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? He's got a third base. He's got refineries down. He's going for a Mar, even though he's got Railgun Mammoths. Got idle harvesters. Oh man, is Space actually going to fight this? He still doesn't seem to realize he doesn't have Dozer Blades, but maybe he just can't afford it right now. With the Marv coming out, like, surely Space sees the writing on the wall. I know it's a tournament, but I mean, what is your plan? A random Mammoth tank over there? Yeah, that's it. He's like, all right. He's just harvesting the middle field as well. Like, Railcom doesn't even care. Right? He doesn't need the extra money. Of just waiting to refine it. He knows he's going to win the game soon, so there you go. And that's the thing, right? Space really didn't do anything fantastic, from losing the Blue Tiberium Harvester to just not holding the defense and poor Obelisk placement. Railcom again just makes that look a little too easy. But nothing's easy in Kane's Wrath. We can see it is 2-2 now. So Space will get the map pick. He's going to go Badland Hills. Just remember there are vetoes on the board. So what do we got? Blackhand GDI. Oh, the big guns are coming out now. We got a real series on our hands. Again, the games that Space has won, he's played really well, and Ryle's played questionably, and then the opposite's been the same. I know that's how games are won and lost, but still, it just feels like some of those games could have been a bit closer. Oh, he switches screen at the last second. I wonder if, like, Space almost certainly would have noticed that, by the way. But this is going to be game 4. And starting on the right-hand side, it's going to be playing as the Black Hand. It's going to be Space. And on the left-hand side, playing as Scrin. Not known for his Scrin, it's Wildcom. We're going to have to go fix the scoreboard. Scrin. There we go. Again, Wildcom is the Scrin Force is Scrin faction is probably his least played, and he has decided he's going to do it now. If you pick a faction like that, and Space knows that Scrin's not one of his best factions, it means he's probably got a very specific strategy in mind for this level against this faction, against Black Hand. Space not going to go for an infantry open. Eco is the word. Railcom a little bit slow on that assimilator there. I'm not sure where he placed his portal, not centrally. Although he does have that spike sooner. So yeah, I mean, it just depends where you place your portal or your barracks. Hand of nod. Depends on which spikes you get first. Space has secured 2 of his spikes. Gets 1 Buzzer Swarm, not going to get the other 2. Railcom, he's maybe about 5 seconds away from skewering the last one. But look at this, Space already has all 3. So, just did a better job, right? It's not going to matter terribly in the grand scheme of things. This is one of the few maps out there that has a triple spike opening. You don't see professional maps that have really any more than 2 spike each, maybe with a 3rd contested, but in this one you've got 3 spike, triple spike each, and that really helps push things along. Interesting design on this map, and it's been very, very popular. It just seems to have worked out. The Space not going to be rushing, doing anything fancy. Railcom just going to be ecoing. I expect eco is the name of the game. I wouldn't mind seeing Space do some type of aggression early on, because again, he has picked Blackhand. Blackhand's not the greatest when it comes to the late game. They're the weakest of the Nod factions late game. I'm not saying they're a weak faction, obviously they're very strong, but most of their strength lies in their lower tier units. Right, their upper tier units, they don't have quite as much. No aircraft, no stealth. They're very much what you see is what you get with Black Hand. Gonna raid a scout. Seeker's coming out. Oh, here we go. So Railcom has a fast tier 2. And Space is not going to see that, by the way, because the Raider Buggy, he decided not to run through the base. He decided just to back up. I think he sees the Seeker line coming and he thinks, oh, I'm going to get Seeker pushed. No need to scout because it's just a Seeker push, right? And I mean, if the tier 2 is there just for that, no, he's not getting shields, so it must just be purely for a Seeker push. Yeah, the lightning spike's already down. He already has some units here. He forces the Harvester off the line, and just remember that no stealth for these guys, so a couple of Scorps here. I think he's going to call in the repair drones maybe, not quite sure if he's going to do that. Railcom is going to move forward with these units. There's a War Factory here from Space, that's quite nice. No repair drones coming in. This is the problem, right? Fighting in front of the enemy War Factory. Oh, reverse move bug. That Scorp tank might go down. Oh, mate, is he going to get a Harvester? Oh, filthy, dirty Space. Just, again, we see this time and time again, and it's not just these guys. The pulling of the Harvesters way too late in the fight. And he got his Harvester. He's just going to back off, right? He's probably going to get run down. Needs to watch out. That tank is in danger of being destroyed. Railcom is probably happy with that. I mean, these units are almost going to get cleaned up. Lightning Spike actually still remains. He's going to have to clean it up now. You better watch out. This one tank here might actually get targeted down if Railcom is paying attention. But Railcom has probably got bigger fish to fry right now, so he just lets that go down. Yeah, transferring more Harvesters. Double ref coming down. Dev tanks. There you go. I think these dev tanks might be a... what's the word? Can't think of the word. They might just be, you know, something he's getting just to defend himself until he gets tier 3. He might not be intending to go mass dev tank. More of a placeholder, I guess. Like, I'll get a couple of dev tanks just in case he decides to push me or be aggressive. But I'm actually just going to really bypass and go to tier 3. I definitely would have just destroyed that. I think he's just going for the charge. Yeah. Looking to clear those buzzers up. Couple of disintegrator squads here. Oh, it could catch the buggy. Not going to be the case. Still more dev tanks coming out. Tier 3 is down. Yeah, surely he's going to switch tripods, right? I think that's going to be his plan. He sent some disintegrators across, but there's so many raider buggies here. It's just not going to work for him. Not really controlling them either. Not even shooting at those guys, so it's been unfortunate. Space trying to reorganize its Harvesters. A lot of Harvesters sort of driving around here. He needs to make sure they get onto the expansion ASAP. Tier 3 is down. Upgrades are on the way. It's got to be shields, right? Yeah, tripods coming out. I haven't seen really any tripods in this series or the previous one. It's just been mechapeds. And this is the thing. He's going to move forward, and this is what the dev tanks are for. Although this dev tank is just going to get completely overrun super quickly. He gets a few shots off. There should be some more dev tanks, but they're down here. Oh my god. He's actually under attack on 2 fronts. He's got that one tripod. Should be able to push these Scorp tanks back, but meanwhile, this is really bad. Railcom is taking pretty heavy damage here. That one tripod there just blasting through. He used the phase foot on some of his Harvesters. A couple of idle Harvesters here. A couple of phase Harvesters. He's going to click them as well. He's going to go for that one ref, but there's 2 more refs still there. That's just not going to do that much. Economically, it just wasn't that much damage, right? And Space did spend a lot of money to do that. He did lose a not terribly high amount of bite buggy, but still, I think Railcom's going to be okay with that. He's got a lot of Harvesters. Shields is done. I think he's going to go for Devastators. He's not even going to rebuild the 3rd ref, right? He's like, nah, I don't need it. I'm just going to go around. He needs to watch out, though, because the bite buggy comes back in. Oh, man, they got Tib Core as well. And oh, those Harvesters are all lining up. Railcom needs to respond. He's got a tripod here. He loses 1 Harvester. Lucky to not lose more. Actually, some of those are decoys. Some of those are decoys, so they weren't actually doing any damage. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be there for Railcom. Might want to get these Harvesters back to work. He's got plenty of tripods. He just needs to organize his force. And look at this. Space with the Obelisk behind the MCV. Puts the laser field on for extra armor there. But the thing is, he needs a shredder turret or something. The disintegrators are going to start to get through that pretty quickly. Well, not pretty quickly, but still they're eventually going to work their way through that. Oh, and the Mist is drying her hair. I'm not sure if you can hear the hair dry in the background, but we'll keep focusing on this one. There's a Devastator warship there. You know what? He could try to focus down the construction yard with the Devastator warship. A couple of Tib Core bikes here, but they're really just going to get destroyed up against this tripod wall. Space, in a little bit of trouble. He does have the Obelisk to fall back on. That's really his only saving grace here. But the MCV, like I said, is getting sieged by the Devastator. It might just be worth continuing to siege with the Devastator here. He only needs one more shot, right? Even if he lost the Devastator, it would be worth it at this point, but decides to turn around. I mean, he's going to come back now. He's going to shoot at this. Look at this. Space is going to move the MCV. He's like, I can't defend it. I can't get an engineer. Oh my god, he just lost it anyway. He had time as well. That's really going to hurt. Redeemer will come out. Sells the tier 4. That was his ground control, by the way. There's no ground control here. He's going to have to move another MCV. I'm not sure if he's going to just rebuild one or what. He's got plenty of Tiberium here, but there's only like 4 harvesters, a 5th harvester. He hasn't ratioed his harvesters out properly here, and you can see that on the map, Railcom's probably eaten about 20% more of his field at this stage, and that really matters, right? Force fire on the ground, probably trying to avoid a rage generator, I'd imagine. And yeah, those Devastator warships not quite getting that power plant. The Devastators realistically could destroy all this. Just move the tripods forward. I think he's really worried about a rage gen, isn't he? He's blue team 4 space. Where is the Redeemer? It's over here. It's not stealth. Oh, that's right. He's black hand, so he can't stealth. Actually, this is quite strange, right? I don't think Railcom is aware of this. Is like, no, you don't have to worry about a stealth Redeemer. Where is the drone ship? Oh, it's there. I was going to say, is he trying to teleport it or something? But no, he's just running the Mastermind across to this base head here. Realistically, I think Railcom could win the game right now. He's got quite a lot of tripods. What's he got? He's got 8 tripods, 9 tripods here with some Devastators. Space just doesn't have the 4. And look, he's going to run right into the Redeemer. Oh my god, he's going to get a nice rage gen. That is a nice rage gen. Look at the damage on the tripods. He gets 2 tripods and quite a bit of hull damage on some more. Very nice rage. Stasis comes down, but you know what? He's going to go for the MCV. He might just be able to snipe the MCV and leave because there's a lot of infantry there. Yeah. Oh, he gets it. He just gets it. The Devastator warships are behind. The Tid Core bikes are flanking them, but can they actually get in? And they force them to retreat. Devastator warships now trying to shoot at the infantry. They will decimate infantry really badly, but quite a number of tripods going down. And you know what? The rage gen is going to be on the cooldown now. Oh, sorry, it will be very close to being cooled down, so you can cool another one of those, maybe get another tripod or 2. It's going to be tight. Devastator warships are just going to go forward. No fear. Oh, he's trying to get the husks. Oh, that's going to cost him Devastator warships. Oh, man, all of a sudden, space not looking too bad. Bunch of Seekers here, no shards, but they do have shields. Those 2 Devastators are very lucky. Veterancy on that one. Where is the drone ship? I think he's lost. Oh no, the drone ship's on the high ground. Takes a Purifier. This is getting really crazy. There's the Rage Gen. Another great Rage Gen, by the way. And those Devastator warships are going to be destroyed by those Tid Core bikes. The Redeemer is running in. He's got Purifiers here. Railcom, all of a sudden, he's going to try to run forward, maybe EMP the Redeemer. He's going to get the EMP off on the... No, he doesn't get it. The tripod dies. He finally gets the EMP off. One of the Purifiers falls, but there's still 2 more Purifiers here, and they're destroying all the tripods. All the tripods are down. There's no more EMP. He had to spam Gunwalkers, right? Because he's got to counter the infantry. But now the Redeemer's here. There's 2 Purifiers. There's not much to kill them. He's trying to focus them down. He gets the damaged one, but the other one still has quite a lot of HP on it. That's going to be quite annoying. The Redeemer is still here. Quite a bit of HP, about 40% remaining there. He does steal that Purifier, but I think the Redeemer might just be able to finish it off. All the Gunwalkers getting cleaned up. There was just too much infantry here by the looks of things. And the Redeemer, I think the Redeemer might go down. He might want to take out that Purifier. Hexapod comes out. And space, oh my god, he's making a real Golver right here. Lack of Cabals, though, that's the concern, right? The Redeemer needs to back off. He's actually missing a hard point in the Redeemer, so the Redeemer doesn't actually get any repairs right now. He is missing a hard point. He's going to need to make sure he cleans up these husks, and he will clean up quite a few of the husks, but can he actually get the Redeemer away? A veterancy definitely helps, though, because that buffs his HP quite a bit, so... yeah, Redeemer now gonna back off. He needs to put a engineer in there. Beacons over here. Oh my god, what is going on? Why has he got this? He's got triple MC. Oh, I think he must have like shift queued MCVs, and now he's got 3 of them. So it looks like he's gonna have to keep going multi MCV now just because of that. Oh, he doesn't get any husk. All the husk. He gets 1 husk out of all those tripods. Only able to secure a single husk. Meanwhile, Space is securing... Sorry, Railcom is securing some of his own. Purify is there as well. Space has to back off. He does have a refinery here, but he doesn't have much to his name. The Redeemer, again, is not repairing because it's missing a hard point. Second ref comes down. I hope he's got a triple obelisk. Where's the triple obelisk? A Rage Gen goes off right as the Hexapod turns around. Might be able to get the Corruptor. trying to shield himself out with that super weapon. It's a fake one, obviously, and trying to get rid of these Devastator warships. They will have to retreat back. I don't think he's going to get one. I think they have too much HP on them, yeah. Not going to happen. They do turn around, though. Oh, okay. I don't agree with that. These Devastators are going to fight in the TIB core range here. Hasn't lost one yet. Yeah, very lucky if he doesn't lose one at all. Oh my god, are they actually going to get away? No. Oh my god, they're still alive. But there's another SAM turret over here. Oh, this is crazy ridiculous. He finally gets one, but just one goes down. Meanwhile, the Hexapod is here. He does have the ability to EMP the Hexapod because he's got the Annihilator tripod. Doesn't have the EMP control center. Battle marker over here. He's got a few units. He should be able to defend it off realistically with just some infantry. But the biggest thing here is that Space has... He's got double ref and just 3 harvesters. His harvester control is just not there, right? His harvester ratioing is just really bad. He needs to get more harvesters where they're needed. They're just sort of driving around aimlessly here. He's also doesn't have that many of them as well, so... Space not quite replacing losses that well. And now look at this, there's a wall of corruptors behind the Hexapod. He's trying to be careful. He doesn't want to lose the tripod. He still doesn't have a... Surely Space has noticed that the Redeemer is not repairing, right? Surely he notices. And it's like, man, and is he going to send his Redeemer forward? He can't afford to lose that right now. You know, he needs to get some repairs on it really badly. He needs an engineer. There's the Obelisk, pushes Railcom back. Now, Railcom is trying to long-range mine because his drone ship is stuck on the high ground here. That devastates the warship with the smallest margin of health there. Might just be worth repairing it because it does have a veterancy on it. Use the other 2 to harass in the meantime. Alright, so he has got it at a war factory at least. But again, Space, obviously, he's just overlooked the fact that he's missing a hard point. He probably doesn't realize that he's missing a hard point. Sometimes, once your epic unit is deployed, you just assume that you've garrisoned it, right? You garrison it when you build it, right? So, a lot of people might not check. But yeah, the problem here is that Space is refining. He's getting all this cheddar in, and he's converting said cheddar into forces. He needs to watch out. He's going to get attacked. His harvesters are vulnerable. He's going to have to pull his harvesters back. There's 4 Devastator warships here. This is really bad. What he needs to do, he's going to have to rage gen. If he rage gens and he rushes the Hexapod, he can EMP it, and then he can finish off the Devastator warships. There's a double SAM turret there. Is that going to be enough? He gets a refinery. Rage gen goes off. He gets one of the Devastators. He gets a... doesn't get a second one. He's got to watch out when he chases. Oh my god, that's so much rockets that go down. Oh my god, that's really bad. They just flatten them, don't they? There's more Devastators coming as well. The Redeemer got repaired somewhat, but now it's having to back off. Still missing a hard point. I don't know about this Space. There's so many rockets, and there's Devastator warships right there. That's a lot of rockets. Oh my god. Devastators in range. They will die. This is actually so much man spam. Is he going to be able to handle this man spam? He's got a lot here. The Devastators again. He's having to chase Devastators. He kind of needs like 1 or 2 Mantas to just go behind and kill all of those Devastator warships, right? Oh, he phases out. Is he going to scatter move? No, he's not going to scatter move. He's just going to move order. He can actually crush with the tripod. He EMPs. That's nice. That's smart. He has Raider buggies, but he does not have EMP coils. Actually crushing, you can still crush a phased unit, so just causing problems here. The Redeemer, though, is attacking the drone platform, and the Hexapod has to kind of flank across, right? That tripod is almost dead. Still quite a bit of infantry here. They can engage. Rage gen goes off as well. And just remember, the phase is gone. The rage has been used. Oh my god, he's going to lose a Hexapod. He's going to lose a Hexapod. He's got no way to get it out of here unless he has a teleport from the Mastermind. Stasis is going to try to save it. The Redeemer has got to be low, right? The Redeemer has got to be very low. The Hexapod goes down. I think the Redeemer's going to join it. It's mutually assured destruction, but that might be okay for Space because without a Hexapod to frontline for him, it's just these 2 tripods. There's nothing to hold back any of the anti-air. Oh my god, but a move order is not a good start. A move order is not a good start. Oh my god, that's terrible. TIB core rockets comes in, and I think Railcom, I think that's the end for him. I don't think he can stand up against this. He's got the Devastator warships, but I mean, again, they're, without a ground force, they're basically going to die. He does have that turret there, which is nice. He brought the drone ship back. But yeah, this game is over, and it's over because Space can continue to refine. His harvester ratio not the greatest, but it's going to be good enough, and the engagements went his way. So Space is going to pull through here, and Railcom sees the writing on the wall, and Space comes through, and once again, we are just trading games. We're trading games. Space, Ral, space, Ral, space. That was a really good game. Especially the last 10 minutes. The back 10 minutes was really good. Very enjoyable. But yeah, space, 197,000, 162, so $35,000 extra. That's like a medium-sized starting tib field extra, and he made it pay, so... Space does pull through with the attritional warfare. And that actually puts Space on match point. So this is WEC Season 4 Challenger League Grand Final, and Space has reached match point. But yeah, I tell you what, the pressure has to be on for both these players, right? Because it's really high stakes, this game. And I think just looking at them play, you can see that they are really having a... They're not having a tough time, but you can see that they're really putting everything into this series. So Ryle will be able to host this next game, hopefully. The error code is 0. Oh, he's forgotten the score. That's why he's not making a game. He forgot what the score was. That's the thing, right? It's been so hectic for these guys that they actually forgot where they were in the scoreline. Charles, where are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Let's post something silly in the chat. But Ryle does have the leisure of picking the next map. Sewer Wars, interesting. I don't rate Ryle's screen. Empty Walls, of course, has already been played. Fall of Winter, not one you see very often. Ryle, I'm just really thinking about this one because this could be it for him. He's on his last life right now. Space, I mean, I normally say like Space might be feeling good, but Space is probably really on edge as well, right? Because yes, he's on match point, but he's Ryle's one game behind, right? It's still on. Is he gonna pick White House? Really? Okay. Scrin and Blackhand. Reaper and Blackhand. Oh, what's going on here, boys? He X'd up. Reaper and Blackhand. Where is it? I mean, that's the thing. Like, Ryle didn't win a scrim, but this is what he wants to play. Space is happy with it. We're gonna see Reaper 17. Charles. Think of the starving, Charles. So, starting on the left-hand side of White House, playing as the Black Hand, it is Space. He holds match point. He just needs one more win. Can he get it here against this man, Rylcom? Rylcom, back against the wall, has to win this game. He has to win it, and if he does, he'll push us to an ace match, and boy, wouldn't that be something to see. But he is Reaper 17. Now, Reaper 17 historically a very heavily bulldoze type faction, so he's obviously... I think he's picked them because up against Black Hand, he has the Shardwalker. Shardwalker, very powerful anti-infantry, and I think something like Deb Tanks will be very potent on this level, and if he ends up continuing to use Deb Tanks through the late game, you can get conversion reserves, and that just gives the Deb Tanks such an incredible sustain, because most of the time when you overwhelm Deb Tanks that are in numbers, you overwhelm them because they run out of charge, right? If they don't run out of charge, they're really hard to envelop and overrun. Going to take the civilian transports. Has another assimilator here that he's left behind. Did he mean to put it in the truck? Can you put more than one unit in the truck? I don't even know. I think you can only put one unit in. Okay, so he's actually going to go and take, and he did this against RTBS where he took the enemy spike, right? So he's up here. Yeah, you can put more than one in. There you go. So he obviously lost a little bit. He didn't lose too much. He had to back up. Cost him a few seconds, I guess. But yeah, he's actually going to drive across. He's going to take Space's spike, and that's going to put him on a 3-spike economy, right? It's going to be a 3-spike economy. You can't let the other guy have 3 spike for too long. There is a Raider buggy out. So maybe just a bit concerned there might be some disintegrators, because Scrid disintegrator play has been pretty crazy recently. 4 and 2 up now for Railcom. Space only 3 and 2. I mean, he went for a Raider buggy, I guess. You see that Harvester out there, quick smart. Yeah, he's a little bit behind, isn't he? Especially since Railcom went for an extra engineer. He's actually going to get the engineer over here. Will Space have a Raider buggy? The Raider buggy is there. Oh, it's going to spot it. He's going to chase it. Oh, no. This is really bad for Rail. If Railcom had it a little bit higher, he wouldn't have spotted it. He's going to have to put it in the building, right? Because the Black Hand Raider buggy detects stealth. I don't know how you beat the Horn. I guess maybe he's going to transfer it. He's going to give him a heroic Raider buggy if he stays in there. His best bet is to drop it into a building. He's just going to drive out to the open. Is he going to go for the MCV? Like, surely, if Space loses his MCV, second war factory, by the way. If Space loses his MCV, it's going to give him a heroic Raider buggy. And again, he just sees it straight away. Now, the Scorp tank got the kill shot, so the Raider buggy is not going to go heroic. But he sees the second war factory, and he's like, oh, look at this. There's the tier 2 dev tank. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and these dev tanks, once they have their charge, oh, come on, charge it up first, buddy. I guess he wants to charge it off the expansion field, but the thing is, these units are going to push, and if you can keep him off the field, without charge, the dev tank is significantly less powerful. You know, it's all about the charge when it comes to dev tanks. If you have charge, they just absolutely punch through most of the lower tier end of the game. He's going to get the charge off. Now, you don't need to complete the animation. See, you just need to start it and it will complete automatically. So this allows you to fire it immediately upon charging. So he's going to move out. He's going to find that Raider buggy. Elite Raider buggy. He picks off the disintegrator squad. That's nice control, by the way, from Space, just to try to take out that front squad without losing the Raider buggy. Yeah, the Scorp tank's right. They're going to have to back up. Oh, this is a bit iffy. Went for a refinery. To stop Dev Tank Charlotte, this is going to be difficult, right? Like, because he's going to build more. Yeah, he's got more coming. He's got one ref. He's got a tier. He's got a state. He's going to stasis him. So we are going to see a push momentarily, and there is going to be a stasis. A double ref. Oh my god. He's got to watch out, right? Like, he's got to watch out. Railcom could just punch a hole through that. He's got quite a lot of Scorps, though. And the thing is, the longer that Rail waits to attack, and this is nice as well, by the way, should be able to get rid of those disintegrators. Yeah, look at this. Actually, I don't think it's going to work, right? Because he doesn't have a second warp sphere. So the dev tank reinforcements are just too slow, right? There's too many Scorps here. He's got to be careful, right? I mean, the disintegrators can shepherd, but once he gets Dozer Blades, that just ends. And Dozer Blades, obviously, is still quite a while away. He needs to get the power back up and running first. Wasting the charge on the garrison as well. This is exactly what Space wants. You want the dev tanks to use charge on things like infantry or just units that don't matter. Because when the charge runs out, like I said, that's when you go to overrun the dev tanks. What's that? Aren't you supposed to be asleep, Night Trucker? 2 hours sleep. Night Trucker, yeah, Night Trucker, you have to stay. You have to stay here. I watch your streams all night. The 12-hour streams, yeah. I have it on one of the 26 monitors that I sit in front of at work. Oh, a couple of dev tanks down here. And Space has not noticed it. Railcom just noticing it as well. Picking off a few Scorps, and that's the thing, right? Only 2 of them had charged, but look at the Scorps just dying there. He can charge off the blue tip. He's got a Mechapede. Things are looking pretty good for Railcom. He's got that field covered. He's got a tech center. He's probably going for conversion reserves, right? There's this flame tank just right through the front door. Okay. I'm not sure why. He's got beams. What are the beams really going to do right now, though? That's the thing. I'm surprised Riled isn't actually getting that blue Tiberium. He sent nothing down there, by the way. Yeah, I don't know about this for space. I mean, yeah, I guess he can destroy these forces here. Should be able to get a dev tank, maybe. I would have liked for him to get conversion reserves first. I don't think he got conversion reserves. I'm not sure what that is. There's a lot happening. Tripods coming out, so he's probably going for shields. A couple of dev tanks on the flank, but again, they're using all their charge up on the garrisonable structure. And I don't think he's going for convert. No, he did not get conversion reserves, so these guys, yeah, look at the Scorps are positioning, and again, he's using the beam on the shredder turrets. He's just waiting for the beam to expire, and once it does, he can then overrun these devs. They're so low on charge. No conversion reserves. I mean, he's going to have to try to move forward, but again, using the green beam. Space is a bit concerned that he might be attacked up there. Tripods. The mechas are coming down here as well. He might be able to get some headshots. Look at this. He's going to be able to shepherd the dev tanks away. Did he lose one? No, they're all there. Conversion reserves now done. He's going to back out. I'm not sure if Space is going to bother defending that too much. It's really tight, right? Like, Railcom has Space sort of pinned back right now. Railcom's got the map control. Railcom's taking all of the blue Tiberium, which is absolutely fantastic for him. He's got a third base up and running. Space does have a third base up and running. Actual good harvester control this game. But he needs more forces. This is not sufficient. He needs to get more man spam out. He needs to get a Redeemer out, because he's going to get smashed. And just remember, the stasis hasn't been used yet. That's a lot of mechapedes. Oh my god, that's a lot of mechapedes. The beams just are not going to be any good, right? Like, he's got a lot of beam cannons at the top there. They need to get out of there. He is going to back off. Doesn't want to be just hemorrhaging these forces here. It's a lot of mechapedes he's got out. Hexapods on the way. At least he doesn't have to worry about devastator warships. I'm surprised we don't have attenuated force fields. It's not on the research cards either. Beams are here. Oh, might be able to get a snipe off on a ref. That's nice. That was the only refinery there, by the way, so that will slow down Railcom. So Space, bit of a victory there. We'll back. Oh, he's got so many beam cannons. I don't know, man. That's a lot of beam cannons. Like, how many do you need? Are some of these decoys? There's like 8 back there, and there's another 6 or 7 here. Are those real? No, they must be real, because there's another decoy army there. He's got like 15 beam cannons. I don't know. These guys could just rush in and kill it all. I would like to see much more man spam come out. He needs more man spam to clutter it up, but again, he's going to be very vulnerable to a phase. Railcom not seeking to strike just yet. A lot of uncharged devs. And look at that. Oh, he's going to try to focus the drone ship. Forces the lift off. He's going to go for a harvester. Oh, doesn't want to risk it. Not for one harvester. More devastator, not devastator warships, sorry, beam cannons. This is actually starting to become a problem, right? I mean, Space, again, this is not that much buffer. I don't like the fact it's not that much buffer against all these mechas. The Hexapod is here, and again, he's got to survive the stasis and the phase. He's very spread out, which I like this. It's going to minimize the impact of the phase or the stasis, but he kind of needs a tier 3, right? He does have a tier 3. No Redeemer or anything on the way. And Ryle's going to push it right now, I think. I think he's going to push it. He's got a lot of beams. He's going to try to focus the... Oh my god, he's got a massive combine off on the Hexapod. That's a lot of beam cannons. He's actually focusing it down, but there's the stasis. He's got a huge flank off, and this is what I'm talking about, right? The mechas just moving through that army right there. And there's an obelisk there, but there's no power. He's trying to focus down the Hexapod. We haven't seen the phase just yet. The phase has not yet come out. There's the phase on the Hexapod. We've got a big flank by these Devourer tanks here, but again, they're fighting. I mean, the infantry not going to do too much, but I mean, the Mecha Ps will clean up here, and this is what I was worried about, right? I was worried about the fact that Space just didn't have enough ground forces here. He's trying to charge up the obelisk. It's shooting at the Hexapod. It's not going to do anything. He needs to be shooting at those tripods. There's still a huge army down here. Space is going to die, and we are going to an ace match here. We are going to an ace match despite the fact that that obelisk was on an absolute tear. He's going to try to beam down these tripods as well. Maybe if he can get that obelisk onto it. I think he's slightly outside of range. He's not going to get it. This is being completely ravaged. Space is dead. We're going to the ace match. A final obelisk will come up, but it's not really going to do much. If anything, EMP coils is done. Too little, too late. And as like I said, he had to survive the phase. He had to survive the stasis. He did not survive those, and he's dead. And we are going to an absolute ace match. Jeez, guys. Holy crap. It is happening here. an 11-minute game, and it looked not too bad for Space for a while there. Like Railcom, he kept map control for most of it, and then Space pulled it back a bit. But again, at the end there, I was not happy. No Redeemer, no Obelisk Wall. Wow. Too many beams. You don't need that many beams. Like, just have 8 beams just to pressure the base, and then he had like 16 beams. He had double the beams that he needed. I think that's bugged. Too many beams. Oh, so the grand final, guys, is going to come down to an ace match. Now, and this is the thing. It's Space, Riled, Space, Riled, Space, Riled. So it should be Space again winning this game, right? Yeah, a couple mechas. Charles, I work night shifts, so, and plus my time zone is completely different to everyone else's, right? Yeah, when I'm in the middle of my night, it's the middle of their day. You can tell Charles is American. He doesn't realize anything exists outside of his own borders. He probably doesn't think there's anything beyond the walls of his Amazon warehouse. He probably thinks that's like the entire world. That's not R25. I don't have R25. Oh, so Space is going to choose Tournament Oasis. Oh, I think he's got the map bug where it shows a different map. Oh, here we go, boys. Here we go. This is it. This is the final game of Challenger League Season 4. Unless you want to count the third place playoff, which I'm sure will be played at some stage. But this is the one that matters. Space and Railcom, it all comes down to this. Space has the map choice. Starting on the bottom side, playing as the Reaper 17. It is Railcom. And starting on the top side of Tournament Oasis, playing as Black Hand. It's Space. Whoa, you can just feel the tension, boys. Oh my god. Charles is funny. Yeah, I can only imagine the pressure on both these guys, because these aren't like pro league type players, so they will suffer from, you know, performance anxiety and pressures and things like that, or nervousness of that they have to win this game at all costs. But hopefully no one loses anything to an NG snipe of any kind. There is going to be... Oh my god, Railcom already a bit with the nerves there, not capturing his spike. He'll be slightly behind Space. Not a big deal. We're talking seconds here. It's not exactly that much extra Tiberium, but still, every little bit counts. They're going to cross paths in the middle. I think Space almost certainly will go for some type of Raider Scout if he can't get a Scout off. He doesn't want to get Deb Core rushed. Meanwhile, Railcom will almost certainly try and... He's not going to split these up. Oh my god, that's a lot of buzzers, dude. That's so many buzzers, right? And the reason why it's so many buzzers is because he knows he's against Black Hand, and he absolutely does not want to lose to a rush, like, under any circumstance. That's why he's built so many buzzers. And Space bypassed it completely, didn't go for anything. He's got a Cabal squad here. He's got another Cabal squad there. They will be destroyed. He might be able to get one squad. He should be able to get one squad. Riled turns around, decides doesn't want to know about it. Bit of a Q move, maybe? Yeah. I'd spread these buzzers out to all the scouting paths. Maybe keep 2 of them or 3 together if you want to try to overrun one of the scouts. But still, yeah. Space is not even going to attempt to go into the enemy base here. I think he's just going to be like, well, if you're going to Deb core rush me, I'm going to see it, you know, when it's here. So I'll still have time. He's going to de-garrison, and that just tell me he's going to replace it with this scout. Huh? What's he doing? What is he doing? I guess he's going back? Maybe he thinks the buzzers are here and he's going to destroy them or something. Or maybe he saw them coming over there. Yeah, doesn't want to lose the scouts. Again, every little bit matters. Raider Buggy comes out, dispatches that scout there from Railcom. But Railcom's seen everything he needs to see, right? He's just ecoing. Might have a tier 2 push as well. We'll have to see what this is. It looks like, nah, that's going to be a refinery building way too slowly. It's going to force these guys out of the garrison eventually, but we do know that there is a Shard Walker coming. Second War Factory is down. We've got a double War Factory open, and Riled will be vulnerable to this because he's gone for a refinery first. Space is going to see the refinery first, so he's going to be like, alright, cool, no worries. That War Factory was a little bit late in my opinion, but still, he should be right. He's actually going to get counterattacked, but the thing is with the 2 War Factories, these units are basically dead. If Riled knew this was here, he would just retreat immediately. I'm not sure if he actually saw the War Factory, but he's retreating nonetheless. He's only got 3 Seekers, and he's got a Shard Walker. Needs to focus fire. Yeah, oh my god, I lost a Scorpion tank. Not necessary for him to lose this fight, by the way. Battle markers over there, just more scouts coming through. Another Seeker tank rocking up. Doesn't get any more Seekers, so yeah, that's a bit unusual. Yeah, really needs to get rid of that Shard Walker. That's nice. Railcom. Oh, look at this. So the reason why he's just turning around here, I think he wants to go and cover his Harvester, because he is going for Blue Tip Harvester, and that's again because he didn't go for a ref first. He's like, hey, I'll use these Scorp tanks to secure the Blue Tiberium. Valid strategy, quite good. Meanwhile, Riled is going for a tier 2. No shield upgrade on the way. And yeah, he's going to be able to push these Seeker tanks back. Seeker's not particularly good against Scorps. They need to have support of some type if they're going to make things happen. The Scorps will push them back. There is a dev tank there, but there's no charge on it. You know what? Without charge, he might be able to overrun that. I don't think he really wants to commit because the second one's going to come as well. Riled needs to charge these guys up. And he's going to put the portal down, help with deploy the disintegrators to help out. Oh my god, he's got a text in it. He's going mechas, right? He's got to be going mechas. Like, that's, we've seen this quite a bit. Yeah, it's mechas. Very popular. Space has a second ref, and Space has Blue Tiberium. Where is the Blue Tip Harvester, by the way? Where did it go? Hope he didn't lose it. No, it's there. Alright, so he's already refined the Blue Tiberium. And I think, you know, against mass mecha, I don't think you can go, like, I don't think infantry is going to work too well on this map until the late game. I think he should just keep pumping out a lot of Scorp and Bite Buggy and try to target the head down. You know, that's going to be the way to go. If you can get Tib Core, that's how people used to counter it. And look at that, Railcom running smack bang into those Scorp tanks. Does take some headshots, and then Space needs to understand he has to back up there, yeah. A lot of Bite Buggy coming out there. I like the Bite Buggy. And look, he's just going to switch to full-on Bite Buggy, right? It's like, alright, cool, no worries. I'm going to dive on the mechas. I'm going to dive on the head, try to snipe them down, try to keep the numbers down. Because what Riled's going to do, look, he's just building nothing but mechas, right? He's like, I'm going to build up to like 12 mechas. And there's going to be so many mechas that I'll just be able to move through your base and win the game. And a lot of people just haven't been able to counter that. I mean, there is a way to counter it, but people just don't seem to be doing it. Like, they're just forgetting how to counter this type of gameplay. And there you go. Will he get one? He does get a mecha. Doesn't lose too much in the process. If you keep the Raider Buggies out in front, they will draw fire. And then the bikes can actually do all the hard work in the back. You do need to make sure you keep firing on the head. And you do need to make sure you don't chase if it's not worth your while. Disintegrator squad I spot on the radar over there. Random squad over there, Deb tank. No flame tanks. A flame tank around the back would be nice, but unfortunately the units are a little bit split here, but he might be able to get this Mecha Beam. Straight away takes out the Mecha Beam. Might be able to get another one. He will get another one. Blue Tip Harvester close to going down. Is he going to get away? Oh my god, he loses. Oh, that's huge for Space. He would have very much loved that. There's so much Blue Tiberium there, by the way. Oh my god, that is a lot of Blue Tiberium. I think some people have said that the Blue Tiberium grows a little bit too fast on this map. I'm not 100% sure about that. But again, the Bite Buggy is keeping the mecha numbers down, but there's still, this is the thing, right? He's just going to keep building mechas. He's trying to expand. The decoy comes in, so he just doesn't have that much stuff here. Obelisk comes down. I would have liked the Obelisk to be over here, realistically. It doesn't do anything up there. You know, like, he's not going to engage it. He's not going to engage around that side now. He should have put it here. Would have been much better. It is very defensive, so, I mean, gets another mecha. That's nice, keeping the mecha numbers down. He's going to need Tib Core, right? He's going for a Redeemer. I like this. I like the Redeemer. Tib Core's almost done. Tib Core's a real game changer because you need such fewer shots on the head to kill the mecha. And yeah, he's really spamming these guys out now. I like this from space. He's going to have to make a move on his third base really shortly. I'd leave that Obelisk there. Transition Harvesters. What's he got? Yeah, he's trying to transition some Harvesters now. He needs to clean this space up a little bit. He's going to come down. He's actually got a heroic bike. Yeah, watch out. You definitely want the Raider Buggies out front. At this point, you might as well wait for Tib Core to complete. There's no point further engaging without that upgrade. There it is. It's completed now. More Harvesters coming out. Oh, did he get the blue Tib or did Ryle get that? I wasn't watching. I think Ryle must have got the blue Tiberium then because he does have Harvesters ferrying back. That's huge for him, by the way. That is huge for him. Tib Core done. Not sure if he's going to continue. He's still continuing to push the mechas hardcore. He really wants to keep pushing these. The Redeemer is going to be difficult though because a rage on the mechas will cause the mechas to really shred themselves. So it's got to be careful about that. Also, if he Endeavorly does decide to go into man spam at some point, he needs to get a third base up if he's going to do that. But I mean, he could just go double MCV, right? He could go double MCV. Battle markers over here. He's going to find that more blue tip harvesters. Space is going for it, but there's nothing there. He's got these bikes. He's trying to cut off the economy. Takes out that dev tank. Doesn't quite get that harvester. That harvester will evac out. These Scorp tanks here, just keeping Railcom busy. And yeah, those guys, yeah, he's transitioning to the infantry now. Okay, this is fine. Is he at the third base? He's going for the third base. He still has cheddar to burn. That's fine. That as long as he still has cheddar there, he's okay. Double photon cannon coming down. Is he going to go for the shard upgrade? He's going for an upgrade, but it could be for the tripods. He's now decided to switch. Oh, what is that harvester doing? Oh my god, space. Terrible control there. Harvester is as good as dead. Scouting harvester, anybody? A couple of tanks get left behind. Maybe if he focuses the head, he can get a weak mechapede. And they're going to get overrun. A lot of bike buggy here. Yeah, the problem is the bike buggy won't be able to match the tripod ball. He'll need something else. But the infantry here, I don't like the fact that he's got this infantry in the middle of the map. This infantry is just going to get overrun, right? It's just going to get overrun. There's, and that's the thing. You want to build it up. It's just streamlining across the map. Oh, space. Risky, and there's the. Ooh, that's actually a really fast phase. I think Space is going to be happy with that, right? Because the Redeemer's here, and he's just going to go for a crush. He's going to rage the mechas. Surely he's going to rage the mechas. Like I said, rage the mechas. Oh my god, are you not going to rage the mechas? There. Oh, that's going to be a huge rage gen, by the way. And is he actually just going to crush some of these mechas? I'm not even sure. He's just doing the moonwalk there. Meanwhile, the bike buggy was over there. I think it's ravaged the third base. It's coming back to the center field now. And now he's going to evac. The tripods are on their way up here. Those shard walkers, sorry, are drawing a lot of fire. They I don't like the fact that the Redeemer is so far forward. Oh my god, that is a huge catalyst, by the way. Takes out the tripod. Will move the bike buggy back a little bit. Might need to take out a second tripod. Oh, the tripods are engaging the bike buggy though, and this is great for Railcom. The bike buggy killing, sorry, the tripods killing the bike buggy is quite nice. Needs to get that tripod before it. No, that's going to be the end of the Redeemer. See you later. Redeemer is going to die, but Space did lose a lot of mechapeds. He lost some tripods as well. All the bike buggy's been pretty much reset. Oh my god, that's going to be a bad rally as well around there. He doesn't have much else. He's going to have to sell off that chem plant, I think, unless he's hoping to get a mega tib vein off of on the last of the mechas. There's still quite a lot of mechas left, isn't there? What has he got? He set the third base up too late. Does he have an almost done? Not quite. Infantry just streaming out to their doom. Harvest is here, getting attacked, not even targeting the head anymore. They're pretty much as good as dead. He's going to have to place down another obelisk somewhere here. He's just holding one. Where did he put it down? Did he cancel it? I'm not even sure. Mechas are here. Sporadic damage everywhere, right? And he's still just building rockets into these... he's probably lost several $1,000s worth of rockets, just streamed them into these mechapeds. So finally takes out the barracks, which ends that. Now, just remember, Railcom's economy, not the greatest over here. Actually, sorry, he's just got that back on track, so it will be the greatest pretty soon. Space just has... Oh, he's got 1 and 1. It's not looking good for Space. Yeah, if there was an economy over here, he might be okay, but without an economy there, he's just expended all his... I don't know why he had such a paltry force in the middle. He was just asking Railcom to surround and destroy that. He knew what Railcom had, and he just sent it out there all to die, and he didn't do enough damage with it. Like, that was just silly in my opinion. He's got a lot of bikes here. I mean, he does get 2 mechas with a single volley, which is nice, but that's all he's going to get, right? The numbers are too high. He's going to go for the tech center. He's going to force the sell on the tech center, I think. We got a vapor bomb. Oh my god, that's a nice vapor bomb, right? He's down to just the last 3 mechas. You know what? He might be able to clean up here. 2 mechas. He's actually going to clean up with a nice catalyst and a nice vapor bomb to reduce the mechas to just a single unit. And actually, oh, so there's a second one coming now. But you know what? You know what? That might be enough. That might, I mean, he's got a roaring economy down here, but the thing is, he doesn't have, he's going to have to reclaim this. It's going to take a little bit of time. Someone's messaging me on Discord. It's probably Masterleaf just, you know, absolutely telling me how great he is and stuff like that. Yeah, these units here are going to have to back off space, though. He's got a second ref, but he's got so few harvesters here. He needs to transition these harvesters. He does have some. He's got 5 in total, not enough. Oh my god, there is an obelisk here, thankfully, that can one-shot a mecha head if you focus fire, but still, like, Railcom is moving over, right? He's moving over to this side of the map. He absolutely cannot afford to lose any harvesters here. He's going to have to back up these harvesters, but he's not even moving the harvesters. Oh my god, he loses one. Does he get a mecha? No, not quite. Oh, he gets one. There you go, but a harvester is dead. He's just in such bad shape right now. He's having to repair harvesters at the warfare. He's going to have to sell more of his base off. He is going to be able to refine over here with a 2-in-1 economy. So that's going to give him some money, but it's just a 1-in-1 harvester. Oh, God. He's just... This is a problem, right? Rail is just cranking it out. He's got growth stimulators. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think Railcom may have done enough. If Space can just not die for a little while, maybe he can get back into the game. He's definitely not going to quit yet, because he's definitely not completely dead, but Railcom is in a game-winning position in my opinion. It's just whether or not Railcom can actually finish the job. A couple of tip core bikes, not really enough to do too much. I think he's going to focus fire on the head there. Gets a mechapede for 2 bikes, that's not bad. Another obelisk here would be great. He's going to find the 2 harvesters in the main base. Does he have an obelisk ready? No, he's got nothing. These 2 harvesters are dead. He gets another veteran mecha there as well. LOL mechas, Space sees the eye on the wall. It's GG, and there you go. Congratulations, Railcom will win the grand final of WEC Season 4 Challenger League in a 4-game-to-3 with the absolute mass maker. You got to hand it to Space, though. He really destroyed an absolute storm load of those mechas, but unfortunately, just too slow to set up his third base. Also, throwing his Redeemer away with like, you know, 10 grand worth of infantry alongside it, I don't understand what the concept behind that was. He could have used that to take his third and defend and continue to use the bite buggy to lower the numbers of the mechas down, but instead he sent it all out there. Like, that was obviously just going to get destroyed. But what he needed to do was just outlast the mechas at that point. But those are the decisions that are made. And Railcom will do it. He will win the grand final. Congratulations to Railcom. Best commentary cast will be Greenleaf Stream. Now, I wouldn't be able to co-commentate with Masterleaf. He's just useless. I FPV with him. There is a 2v2 tournament. Probably a couple of them where we do stream and stuff like that. I've got some in the archives. I'm not sure if I ever released it, just because Masterleaf did a bunch of crappy 1v1 builds that didn't work, and when I told him to do a 2v2 build with me, that's the game where we just destroyed everyone. So he's just a difficult person. If he plays properly, he's good, but you know. Yeah, Railcom got it. Yeah, GG to Railcom. He's already offline. So Space is going to be a bit disappointed there. Pushed it to its limit, not able to seal the deal. And Railcom will be your winner. Railcom winning back-to-back series. Oh, but what a stream, guys. What a stream. I think I'm going to take a break now. I'm going to call that stream. That was the series you're looking for. Not the space art, not the, sorry, the Railcom RTBS. You were looking for the space Railcom series. That was really good. I hate to leave you guys there, but that's going to have to be it for the time being. I think Night Trucker, pretty sure it was this one. Oh, yeah, there you go. I've even spoken to him before, yeah. Bike Rush when R25 is bugged. Yeah, R25 is bugged. Yeah, no surprises there. The whole thing's just an absolute crap fest. Bloody Master Leaf, yeah. But anyway, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for sticking around for the WC. Season 4 is not completely over. Rising League Grand Finals still have to be played, and I'll do my very best to cast those probably this weekend, so stay tuned to my channel. Probably going to see that series get cast soon, maybe tomorrow. And then I think Contenders League is going to wrap up in China League and Pro League. So yeah, it's all happening this weekend, guys. So stay tuned to my stream. Stay tuned to Bike Rush's stream. This is the WEC Season 4 coming to an end. Just a heads up, there will be a couple of weeks break before Season 5. So everyone gets a good, solid earned rest before Season 5 starts. But yeah, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you all in the next stream.
I've got a present for you.